Hello, dear friends, and welcome to another episode of High Rollers D&D with me, your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes. Joining me this week, my dear friends. No crazy intro this week. We just have good old-fashioned week because there's going to be a lot of announcements. So we have Kim, Trot, Katie, Tom, and Rhiannon, and we're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Hello, friends. How are we all?
Friend.
Hello.
Hello, friend.
Present.
Hello, friend.
Hello.
Present.
Present.
Excellent. Hi, friend. Right, well, like I mentioned, we do have a lot of announcements to do today, so we're going to rattle through them. First of all, a big thank you to our two sponsors for this week. We have two sponsors this week. Our returning friends of D&D Beyond, who Chris Trott will tell you about in just a minute, as well as we have an extra sponsor this week. Very, very cool. Steam-Forged Games have sponsored us to talk about their new epic encounters. But before we get onto that, a bit of a personal announcement for me. Very excited to say I'm actually voicing a brand new documentary, which is all about... well, you know what? Just Trot's got the trailer. We're going to play you a clip from the new documentary. So yeah, it's very exciting.
These small cave-dwelling beings are common in dungeons across many worlds. Resourceful and cunning, blending in with their environment is a key strategy in their survival. The Firebrand tribe have nestled inside a volcano. Its network of caves and flowing lava pools have given these diminutive warriors a chance to make use of the natural terrain and creatures they coexist with. But unifying this tribe takes a strong will and a firm claw. Mother Krangor is an old kobold. Wise in magic and might, she has displayed her potential by growing a pair of draconic wings, believed to be a blessing from their goddess. Assembled together, the tribe alone would be a fearsome force to contend with, should they choose to raid or attack a nearby settlement. But the Firebrand tribe came to this volcano for a specific purpose. Deep within its caverns, one of the world's deadliest predators slumbers atop their amassed wealth. Their claws are capable of shredding armor and demolishing stone. Their wings are large and strong enough to lift their huge bodies into the air with flight. A red dragon. Powerful and cunning, they have an almost supernatural power over their lairs, causing magma and noxious gas to spew forth on their command. Even a young dragon can pose a great threat, but an ancient one of this size is capable of ending kingdoms. These foes can be found almost anywhere, at any time. These unforgettable enemies will haunt adventurers in dungeons across the world. These are epic encounters.
Awesome.
Oh,
Here we go.
nice.
It's a very exciting new documentary
Nice.
coming out.
Cool.
But yeah,
So good.
so I've got the boxes here. So basically, just to give, because that was just me doing a dumb gag for 2 minutes. These are basically entire encounters in a box. So you get fantastic miniatures. Steamforged Games do amazing miniatures if you've seen their Dark Souls and Horizon board games. God Tear as well. They even did our custom Aerois sculpts as well. But not only do you get amazing miniatures in each box, but you also get a printed reversible battle map, a pre-written encounter with tactics. I've got the Kobold box here. So you actually get like a folded up battle grid map as well, a little book with tactics and monster stat blocks. And then, yeah, these fantastic collections of miniatures as well. I couldn't show them all off in that little video, but there's some really amazing ones. Even this is the Kobold Shrine of the Kobold Queen. You get like a ton of different kobolds. You get some fire snake kobolds running fire snakes, a magma basilisk, and the champion and the queen herself. Very, very, very cool. Genuinely one of the best kind of miniature products I've seen. They're not pre-painted, but they do have like a nice set color scheme, so you can just run them straight out the box as well. Very, very, very cool. This is the kind of product that I think it's really interesting to see companies making. It's not just the miniatures; you do get all like the encounter stuff in it as well. So yeah, check it out. There is a Bitly link that should be in chat and will be in the video description as well, which will take you to their store page and buy an epic encounter. They've got 4 out, I think. You've got Shrine of the Kobold Queen, Lair of the Red Dragon, which includes that massive big boy. It's just him in this big box. Then there is also Hall of the Orc King and Caverns of the Frost Giant. And the Frost Giant is another massive miniature as well. It's like another big boy miniature. Very, very cool. Super awesome sculpts. Go and check them out. And yeah, check those out in the link there. And that's it from me, from Steve Forged and Epic Encounters. Chris Trott, tell us about D&D Beyond.
Thank you for that very kind handover. Yes, it's my time to shine. This isn't pre-recorded. No, not so I can add stupid effects like this. Why would I say that anyway? Hey, did you know that you can roll dice directly onto your character sheet on D&D Beyond? Look at you. Look what you've done. That's not how it works. Idiot. God, I really messed that one up. Hey! Let's fix this. Come on. How do we do it again? Wait. The cog. That's right, the cog. Click the cog. Turn it on. Perfect. D&D Beyond has added a free digital dice rolling feature integrated into the character sheet. Click on any rollable stat and the dice will roll across the screen and even add up the stats for you. Yeah! You can now start your digital dice collection with the Archmage's Favor Dice, a unique digital set pulsing with animations and sounds that radiate with mystical energy. Every time you roll a natural 20, you unleash ancient arcane magic across your screen. What's not to love about magical dice? Get them today at dndbeyond.link/HR-arch. Back to you.
Wow, absolute. I was really happy with my shitty David Attenborough, and then Trott's just like, wow.
Wow, that's two top-notch videos
I don't
today.
think,
Man.
I don't think the screen was cracked in the second shot though, so my immersion is fucking ruined, yo.
Ruined.
Press
I noticed
press the
that too.
digitation in between
Ah,
shots.
right.
Yeah,
That's it. He fixed it. He's mending. Cast
I'm
mending.
gonna be honest.
Ending.
I've never seen someone cast Tom
immersion.
before.
What? Cast
It's a
what?
Someone
powerful spell.
cast Tom. Just out of his
Tom,
hand.
yeah.
was
Summon
me.
Tom. Summon Celestial Tom.
Someone familiar. Tom.
But those are our 2 amazing sponsors. Do check out both links. They will be in Twitch chat or in the video description when this goes live. Go and check it out,
Yes,
please do. Because if
please.
you do check out those links and you buy stuff, or if you sign up for things, it massively helps us. It tells us that it tells the sponsors that you came from High Rollers. So just go nuts, click it, and go nuts. Yes, go nuts. And me and Trott will probably continue making these dumb videos for any kind of sponsors that come through. So
I think they're
as long
art.
as people click
High
it.
art.
They're so
I think
good.
Trott's
good.
are definitely art, yeah, for sure, 100%.
Well,
Oh,
both
man.
are, Mark. Okay.
I'd watch
Yeah.
your documentary any day.
Yeah.
I it was one of those things where it was a very hastily put together today job. So thank
was
you,
great.
I appreciate
Really?
it.
It's really good.
What?
Yeah. Right. Moving on, anyway, from that. So those are our 2 sponsors. Like I said, please go and check those out. The next thing to mention, and I think this will be the last thing we mention today, is don't donate to us. So any donations today, we would like to drive you to Kim's charity, End the Virus of Racism, EVR. There is a link in chat. Please, it's like a big push, last push for the fundraiser. Go and check that out. So don't donate to us. Go and donate to EVR instead. Kim, do you want to talk a little bit about the charity and what it's about? Over to you.
No.
You've got it down. You've done it enough. Tell us.
Okay. Racism sucks, and racism against East and Southeast Asians in the UK has unfortunately risen by 300% since coronavirus has blessed us because everyone really wants to hate on Asians right now. And so basically we want to found the UK's first ever not-for-profit organization dedicated to tackling hate crimes against East and Southeast Asians, because there isn't a specific charity or organization that deals with that in the UK. So what we will use the money to do is we will use it to hire someone full-time, because at the moment we're kind of working on this in our free time, and we need someone to do this full-time. We want to go to the government, we want to talk to the government and campaign with the government to get new legislature brought in to kind of help make it easier to prosecute people for hate crimes. For example, Jonathan Mock, a 23-year-old Singaporean, was beaten up in February earlier this year, and apparently is going to trial. It's not being tried as a hate crime, even though it absolutely is, because he was targeted for how he looked, his ethnic appearance. The people attacking him who fractured his face were shouting, "I don't want your coronavirus," and "fuck off back to China." He's Singaporean, by the way. Geography, not their strong point. We want to set up an online reporting tool so that people can report hate crimes online. We want to create support networks so we can help victims of hate crimes with legal support, translation support, mental health support, all of that sort of thing. So we need help, basically. We need help. You know, it's not a thing that's talked about. It's not a thing that's really reported in the media, but there has been a lot of physical violence against East and Southeast Asians, not just in the UK, but in America and, well, the Western world generally. There's been a lot of verbal attacks, a lot of online abuse, all of this kind of thing. And because of things like, you know, unconscious bias, things like the model minority myth, it's not reported on. It's not talked about. People don't know about it. In all my campaigning for this, like, everyone's really shocked and they're like, "I didn't hear about this." And it's like, yeah, there was a Chinese woman pushed into a lake in Ireland. 2 Chinese men, they were beating up outside a supermarket. One of them had all his teeth smashed out. You know, takeaways have been vandalized. There's been really awful things, literally. So I'm mixed race, English, Malaysian, and my Malaysian and Southeast Asian friends and family in the UK, all of them have experienced racism, you know, because of coronavirus in the last few months. They all have at least one incident to share, which is awful. And so we need your help. So if you're going to donate today, please donate to the crowdfunder, directly to the crowdfunder. Don't donate to us. Go directly to the crowdfunder and donate there. And yeah, thank you very much for listening. Mwah. Wash your hands.
Yeah, massively so. Yeah, definitely. Please do go and put your donations there. It's not going to make a huge difference to us, but it will make a huge difference to this charity. So do go and support there, because like Kim said, yeah, all that stuff is just really, really horrible, and we want to stop that. So yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. One
Kim.
thing, just before we get started, one thing, I will just put this in chat. I want to put a link to, basically, I put together a Google document full of newspaper articles, resources, stats and figures. And also, if you just want to learn more about, like, model minority, othering, you want to learn more about, you know, Southeast Asians and what they're up to, like, it's a really good resource document I've put together. So I'm going to share the link in chat if you want to have a look. If you want to look more into the stats and figures,
that's awesome.
If you're like, that sounds great, Kim, but I need to know more, it's all in this document, and there's more about what we want to do as a charity as well. So that's all there.
Put it in the description on YouTube as well. Get clued up.
Yeah.
Get
clued up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks,
If you
Kim.
don't have money to donate, we can all
spread the
better
word.
at knowing more as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true as well. Yeah, not just spreading the word, but like educating yourselves as well. Fantastic. All right. Well, with that, we are going to play some Dun-Duns, and then we'll do a recap, and then let's play some D&D.
Dun-dun.
Eat.
You couldn't do it a few seconds before, could you?
Eat.
last time on Aerois. Our heroes of Aerois have made the plans for their next steps. After purchasing various ingredients and spell components in Porto Sovrano, they headed out on their airship to locate a nearby shard of Tiangong for Nova. The shard appeared to be moving across the sea, and pursuing it, the group found an uncharted island. Taking a small skim skiff down to the island from above, the party explored and discovered the island was inhabited by a group of frogmen. Invited to dine with their shaman Glubor, the party partook in strange fruits and odd music that dulled their senses. After asking to touch the spear believed to be Tiangong, Nova was instructed she must be blessed by Krakatoa, the frogmen's god. However, Krakatoa's blessing appeared to be intended for her to become dinner, and a battle began. Now, Lucius is unconscious, and Glubor the frogman has the Tiangong spear pointed at his heart. And that is where we begin today, my dear friends. Set the scene. The marshy, bog-like island is fetid and with a strong smell of rot and a temperate climate. It's sticky and sweaty. There are dozens of bodies of slain bullywugs scattered around the island, having mostly been killed by Ayla and Sentry on a brutal rampage. But stood before you is still the giant Frogemoth, the form of Krakatoa, and Glubor the shaman stands above Lucius's body with the spear pointed at his heart. And yeah, that is where we're going to begin. And we are still in initiative. And I hate to say it, but it is Lucius's turn. And you are unconscious. I will need a death saving throw. Please, Lucius.
Oh my god.
Very well, Mark.
Starting strong.
Roll
Starting with a
D20.
death save. Oh, I love to start.
Roll. D20. Roll.
It's a success. 15.
So, 15,
Yes.
one success. You are not getting any worse. But the frogman continues to stand over. And Glubor looks poised. He looks ready that any sudden movement, and he is going to plunge this spear down. Ayla, you are next in the initiative.
I will hold my turn to not.
Yeah?
I will forgo my turn, but still probably be looking angrily in the little shit frogman's direction.
Yeah.
So as not to be detrimental to Lucius's life.
Sure. Okay. You probably will lose your raging at the end because you haven't attacked anything or taken
That's
any damage.
fine.
So if you don't
That's
take
fine.
it, yeah, okay. Well, you might take damage. We'll see. We'll find out. Okay. So Ayla just watches Glubor. You can see the Frogemoth is still active, but Nova, what would you like to do?
Can I? So the spear is the Tiangong shard, right?
You believe so. It certainly looks to be. Certainly looks to be.
Can I try and summon it? Similar to how I did with the shield and the other shards. Can I try?
You
and
can try,
call
but
to it?
very much like you tried this once with Zax Ravis when you were going after the shard that he had. And if it is attuned to a creature, which if the frogman is wielding it, you imagine he is, it's not possible to summon it when it's in possession by somebody else. You can try, but you've not had any success in summoning it. It has to be unattended when you've done it in the past.
I guess it would be a really hard roll, wouldn't it?
I mean, you don't know. You can certainly try.
The only other thing I'm thinking of doing is dimension dooring, so I can. Where they are, is there a way I can dimension door so that my body is physically between Lucius and the spear?
No. The spear is on his chest. It's like pointed onto his
Right.
chest. There's no distance between them. Like he's holding the spear directly over Lucius's body.
Okay. I'm gonna try and summon it. Just
Okay.
yeah. Given that
So
there's nothing
you're
else
going to
really I
roll a
can do.
d20. Just add your charisma modifier.
Charisma modifier. So my charisma modifier is a +5.
Mhm.
Here we go. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
You reach out with your mind, sensing that connection. You can definitely, this is clearly a shard of Tiangong. You feel that bond, that familiarity between the weapon you have in hand and the weapon that this frogman is wielding. But you meet a surprising mental resistance from this creature. Although it doesn't seem particularly intelligent, there is a strong sense of will and personality behind it. And it is stopping you from pulling it away. You won't be able to summon this thing whilst it's still anchored and possessed by this creature. You'll either need to find a way to break the attunement from them or separate the weapon from him long enough that you can attune to it yourself, and then you'll be able to merge them. But attuning takes at least an hour. But if you can find a way to break the attunement, this bond between the spear and the creature, then yes, you will be able to.
Okay, that's my turn over.
Okay, and there's no like
anything else to do.
To be clear, there's no like outward expression that you're doing anything, so he doesn't react. You just, this is all mental, like you're just mentally trying to summon the weapon. So, okay,
that's what
Sentry.
I thought was safest.
You can see that you're all currently in front of this thing. It has direct line of sight to all of you as it's kind of holding this spear. And you can see that the frogman is beginning to kind of like move down, you know, as this is all happening at the same time. It looks like he's going to try and grab Lucius and pick him up, still threatening him to try and move away, like taking a hostage.
Oh, Christ. I have two ideas, but I don't know if either of them are going to work or help in any way.
Well, you don't know until you try.
True. I'm thinking of either casting command on him and trying to get him to move away from Lucius, or misty stepping towards him and just getting in the way.
Well, like I said to Kim, he has the spear directly placed on his chest. There's no way to get between him and Lucius. But you could still try and wrestle him. You could try and grab his arms and yank the spear away. But that's going to come down to reflexes. Like who's the quicker between the two of you?
Nothing personnel, kid. Teleport behind you.
Personnel.
There is very much a nothing personnel about it. Or the command. I mean, as far as you know, the command spell. If you, depending on the command you give him. You could that could work. You don't know.
Yeah.
What are you going to try?
I think I'll try the command. I think I'll try and get him to drop the spear.
Okay. So you say drop as your command word.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me DC and what kind of saving throw?
Whiz 15 saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom. Natural 20, I'm afraid. So you speak out this command, and again, there's no immediate aggression. You just kind of, your eyes glow with the golden glow of the Matrix, and you just speak this word, drop. And you see the frogman's eyes. For a moment, they blink slowly, but then he just kind of resolves his will.
I do not think so. Not while I have the advantage. You will allow me to escape. Perhaps then I will let your friend live.
Anything else, Sentry?
I'm just gonna try and not move. I'm just, for fear of Lucius, I'm just gonna not threaten anything.
Okay. Quilek.
What's the nature of the other dudes? Like, are they still, raring to attack, or?
Well, all of the other frog men are dead. The only creatures still alive are the giant frogmoth, which still looks very aggressive and does not look like it is going to be it looks like it's going to continue attacking. Nice. It doesn't show any signs of holding off. There are also two giant frogs that they look like they're going to run away. I'm not going to lie. They are in the motion of turning, like, run away, as they are just animals. They're just like, oh, scary predators are here, run away now.
Okay. Is there not a frog dude next to me?
Oh yes, sorry, there is one frogman remaining. I forgot that there was one survivor from the onslaught. They would probably still be looking like they have an opportunity to get away. Looks like he'll probably make his way over towards Glubor the shaman. Okay. He's like starting to back away, but I removed him from the initiative, so I'm gonna just have him go at the end of the turn.
Okay, so I feel like he's basically readied an action, right? In the context of the game, he's readied an action. If he gets attacked, then I'm going to stab Lucius. So I want to create a chain of readied actions that if he goes to stab Lucius, I'll lightning lure him.
Okay.
Or can I lightning lure his thing, his weapon, his spear?
You can't target the spear, no, unfortunately. Well, you can try, because I don't want to say no. You could try. It's difficult. The spell is not intended to have fine control or fine accuracy like that. The spell is designed to grab people-sized objects and yank them, so it would be difficult. I would say you could try it, but it would be hard. I'd give the spear a very high AC, or is it a saving throw? I can't. Is it a saving throw?
It's a strength save, yeah. So I guess it's easier to lightning lure him.
It would probably be his strength saving throw, but I'd give him advantage on it because he would have good leverage to use against it.
Okay, so that would be my action. As a bonus action, and I guess in the way that I want to do this, you might want to make it a full action.
What?
I want to do a
I'm also
bonus
currently... I'm going to currently just check the rules on reactions to see the order of things as well, because this is going to get confusing.
Yeah, well,
in a minute,
I'm feeling
sure.
if he's like, if someone attacks me, I'm going to stab. Whereas I'm like, if he's going to stab, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. Here's what it says under reactions. Certain special abilities, spells, and situations allow you to take a special action called a reaction. A reaction is an instant response to a trigger of some kind, which can occur on your turn or someone else's. The opportunity attack described later is the most common type of reaction. When you take a reaction, you can't take another one until the start of your next turn. If the reaction interrupts another creature's turn, that creature can continue its turn. So the held action happens immediately. So if this creature is saying, I am going to stab Lucius as soon as I'm attacked, as soon as somebody goes to attack him, he will stab. You will then at the same time try and lightning lure the spear, and I will probably have some sort of roll off to see which happens first. It will come down to reaction speed.
Okay, well, I
think that's the fairest way to do it.
Yeah.
I might not end up doing it anyway, but I've got a bonus action heal. I want to, bonus action heal. It only has verbal semantics. I'm wondering if I could mask it and just heal Lucius so that he's on the ground alive.
Okay. Tom Hazel, you tell me, how do you mask a prayer of healing, like saying, "Oh, mighty Hesper, heal my beloved companion Lucius"? How do you mask that?
Like this. Oh, mighty Hesper.
So you're going to try and whisper it? Okay.
Maybe
sure, you can try and whisper the spell.
I raise my wing into the air. Oh, there's a lot of feathers here. Sorry, it's getting in the way of my mouth.
If you want to hide your mouth as you're speaking, that could help, maybe.
I'm getting quite versed in low-level spells. I think I could probably whip one out in half a second. Right?
Maybe. Is that what you're doing?
What is this? What are you doing?
I want to mask a heal on Lucius so that he's alive under him, so that he could at least take it, be alive and not just die straight up. You know.
Make a sleight of hand check for me. Or actually, I guess performance, because you're trying to mask your verbal actions.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You tell me. You tell me, Tom Hazel.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
14.
14. Okay. He would have disadvantage. 14. 14 versus 14. So I think...
Oh, boy.
The thing is, I don't think a healing spell would make him stab Lucius down, because Lucius is still at his mercy, basically. So you can heal. Yeah, you can cast Healing Word.
Okay, so Lucius, you've just very luckily just been healed for 7 HP. Well, you're welcome, by the way. You're still going to die.
Thanks, buddy.
So you become conscious, Lucius. You're still prone on the floor, but your eyes kind of flutter out. Now, you feel the healing go through your body, and you're not sure if this thing knows if you've been healed or not. What do you do? Lucius? Are you reacting? Are you like, bah, open eyes, blast, or would Lucius know to play dead?
I don't think I'd be quick enough to react in such a way that's like, I'm going to do the perfect spell in this exact moment right now.
Well, it's not your turn, so you can't cast a spell. So this is just like, do you like open your eyes? Do you like, cry out?
I'm sure there'll be some instinctive urge to react, but I'd very much try and keep it quiet.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
No.
Just use his passive on this.
No, I won't do that.
I'd like you to.
11.
Okay, sure.
Ah, I'm awake!
It's not that. It's not that. So, for those of you who are watching carefully, and I think Quill would notice this, Quill, you are certain that Glubor knows that you've healed Quill. Like, you see his demeanor change, and he noticed you kind of like trying to hide your mouth as you cast a spell. But more importantly, he knows that Lucius is alive. He knows that Lucius is conscious.
Okay. All right. Yeah. In that case,
Are you still holding your action?
I'll carry on with that play and just see how that goes.
Okay.
The lightning will play.
Glubor will... Wait, it's not his turn. Actually, no, it's the Froggermoth's go. The Froggermoth will jump forward, basically jumping up to Sentry, like this huge smash lands into the ground. And its tentacles will come flying out towards everybody. I just need to... Classic roll 20. Refresh it.
Oh, but who is everybody? Oh, I'm on concentration technically as well, aren't I? If I'm holding a spell.
You are, because you are holding... It's only a cantrip, so it's not like you're going to lose a spell slot, but yes, you are concentrating.
That's fine.
Same.
So, Sentry, you are definitely going to be at least one of the targets here. It's going to try and bite you. It can't swallow you because you're currently large, but it will try and bite you. And then... Let's see here. 5, 10.
You are roughly
15,
the size of a barge.
I eat 10 dozen eggs.
10 dozen eggs. And then Ayla, one tentacle comes out towards you and one tentacle towards Quill. So I'll do the tentacles first. Quill. That is a 26.
Oh, yeah, just about.
Ayla. That is a natural 20. So 30.
Oh. Fuck!
And then Sentry for the bite. That is a 27.
Yep. I will do
Yep.
a
Right,
con
Quill.
save on enlarge.
12. I need to do the damage first before you do that, Sentry. So 12, 19. 25 bludgeoning damage to Quill.
Oh, fuck.
Ayla, I need to calculate because it's max damage and then roll again. So 3d8, 8, 16, 24, 30, 31, 36. 40 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck my life.
Wow!
Good news, though.
Oh.
You are still technically raging, and your rage will continue
Am I?
because you just took damage. Yeah, because it goes
Yeah.
at the start of your turn if you didn't
So
take damage.
20.
So you would have taken 20 bludgeoning
So
damage, yes.
hang on, I need to
Christ.
heal myself 20.
That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, because it's if you don't take damage or attack anybody by
Yeah, I
the start
took
of your
damage.
next turn. Yeah, so you took damage, so it's fine. And then yeah, Sentry, it bites you for more damage. That is 14, 16, 18 points of piercing damage, but it cannot swallow you. But now you need to make a concentration saving throw. So do you, Quill.
Oh, yes.
Oh, failed that one.
Yeah, so you're in large.
10.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Down I go.
16 for me.
And then, yeah, you're fine, Quill. So your held action remains. But you see Sentry's form shrink down as her enlarged form shrinks, and this Froggermoth is now looming over Sentry's body, rearing back, ready to bite down again.
Holy crap.
This thing now, he knows that you are conscious. But he does know that you are very injured. Lucius.
Does he know that we don't care?
He does know that, yes. He definitely knows that, for sure.
Take him. He's shiny.
Take him.
He tastes
Does
like
he
a
know that
cherry.
we know?
So you see him. He has the spear over Lucius's body, and he goes to grab Lucius's collar. But then he knows that you can counter spell. I think he would just plunge the spear down into Lucius. I think, knowing that he's conscious. So Quillic and Kalar, as you readied an action, roll.
Yeah.
Plus dexterity, I guess. D20 plus dex.
Okay, D20 plus dex. Now, could I argue like master perception? I saw his arms bulge as he was ready to plunge the spear down.
Good at noticing small details, doesn't speed up your reaction time.
Ah, okay. 20. Unnatural.
Oh yeah, because that's your dex save doesn't include your proficiency bonus, so yeah, it's the same as making just a D20 plus dex. Yeah, so the lightning lure rips out, and it has a few seconds where it might be able to pull the spear free from his grip. So DC saving throw against lightning lure.
It's a strength save. 17.
Yep. 17. He will have advantage because you're trying to grab the spear, not him. That's a 4 plus 2 on the first roll. 1 plus 2 on the second roll. So the spear, the lightning wraps around the spear, Lucius, just as it's about to like plunge into your neck, the spear goes flies out of hand, and you pull it 10 feet towards you, Quill?
It's in my hand now. 10 feet in a straight line, and it also takes 1d8 damage if it's within 5 feet of me. But whatever.
Well, technically it does. Roll the damage for me because the spear can take damage.
4.
Where must be a baby?
So 5, 10. So it's gonna land about there.
Oh, that was so close. Holy shit.
Lightning. So yeah, the spear crackles with lightning as you yank it forward, and then it kind of just spins and thuds into the wet, swampy marsh ground, pointing upwards as if it's been thrown into the ground itself. You hear Glubor just cry out as the spear is wrenched from his grip, and then he will try and leap away from Lucius, and he's going to try to get away as quick as he can. Lucius, you get an attack of opportunity against him. If you want to use your reaction. Just remember, if you use your reaction on this, you don't get another reaction until the start of your next turn, which is next. So,
I get a reaction, do I?
yeah, you get one reaction per turn, but you'll get it back at the start of your next turn, and you go next, if technically. So, you might as well use it.
I did way more damage, sorry.
It's 2d8, I believe. Yeah.
It's 3d8. I did another 8 plus 5, so 13 damage on top of that. So 17 damage total on the spear.
Nova, you feel a psychic scream of pain as you see the spear has a deep crack. The lightning, the power coursing through it causes a crack through the spear itself. Lucius, what would you like?
Is it enough for me to scream as well? Like, can I?
Yeah, I mean, it's a scream in your mind. No, Tiangong is in
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah. So I think, I would currently like Hulk grab my head and start screaming as well, like at exactly the same time. I just
Lucius, what do you do? Do you swing for this frogman?
I will swing. I don't really have much in the ways of equipment. So
it's just an unarmed strike. You can just punch.
Yeah. All right. That's an 18. I punch the fucker.
That's gonna hit him. You punch him. Yeah, you absolutely land a hit.
Here comes some bludgeoning damage. Here we go. 2 damage.
2. You just kind of backhand him as he leaps away. He splashes into the water, and then we'll use his faster swimming speed to go the rest of the distance. So 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he begins swimming up the river, trying to get away, calling out, "Crocodile, destroy them! I must flee!" The remaining frogs begin to jump away. Ayla, you technically do get an attack opportunity against this one, as the giant frog runs away.
Bet your butt I'm gonna take that.
No point to it, but you're gonna take it. Yeah, you do as
hell
well, Nova.
yeah.
Yeah.
Two.
The frog's threatened Lucius. She's mad.
These
Just a straight
A 28 to hit.
20 that hits, yes. And yes, Kim, it's just a normal melee attack.
24 to hit.
You both hit.
Oh my god.
Actually, is
Uh,
it with
Quill,
Warcaster?
you also
I
get an opportunity attack. Oh, you can use a cantrip actually as Warcaster, I
I can
think.
use a cantrip, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hit it with Tiangong because Tiangong.
Okay.
The dust.
14 points of damage.
Yeah, the frog is dead. As it flees away, this
7.
injured giant frog, you just crush its back.
No
shit.
regret.
I
13
don't get
points
one
of
because of
slashing.
reaction.
The other frog also dies. So as these two frogs try and flee, Nova and Ayla both just crush them beneath their weapons or slice them. Quill, you're not making an opportunity attack?
I used my reaction for held action, right?
Oh, that's right. You did. Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. You did. This one will dash. And this is the musician, the attendant, Shaman Glubor's little servant. Master Glubor, please wait for me. He just runs after him. I will help you escape, my lord. As he makes a run for it. Lucius, your turn.
I'm going to focus on the Frogamoth, I think. So
Sure.
I will be doing.
It definitely is a major threat.
chromatic orb of acid at level 3, please.
Okay,
Here
sure.
comes a ranged spell attack. That is a 23 to hit,
That will hit the Frogamoth.
and it's 17 acid.
17 points of acid damage. The orb splashes against the creature's side. You begin to hear bobbling and popping sounds as its thick green flesh begins to boil and burst.
I send my 7 points of dichromancy damage to the leader that's swimming
What
away.
range for dichromancy?
Glubert.
30. Is he not within 30 feet?
No, I think he should be 40 feet away. He should be.
Okay. In which case, I'll send it to the Frogamoth as well.
Yep, you can. Yep,
Seven.
you can do that. It's there. Yep. So another 7 points to the Frogamoth as the dichromancy shard splashes against the creature's back as well, causing another wound of acid to pool around its already beaten body, and it just roars. It lets out this bellow as the acid sprays against it. Ayla.
Oh well. I will approach the frog and I will recklessly smack it in the face twice.
Sounds a wise plan.
Kill him.
21 to hit
That will hit.
for one.
This thing does not appear to be
and-
particularly difficult to hit.
Me. And 26 to hit the next one.
Yep, both hit. I have a feeling this might kill it.
I hope so.
Hope so.
17 damage on the first one. 14 damage on the second one.
It's still standing.
And then
Saving
dex
throw?
save.
That is an 11.
Fail.
The lightning
10
does
lightning
seem to be-
damage.
It's slightly resistant to the lightning damage. As the lightning courses up the Frogamoth's body, it doesn't seem to quite find as much purchase as it did. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Nova.
I'm gonna bloat the frog. So
Okay.
could you make could you make a con save 17?
I blight the
please?
frog. Yep, sure. 8 plus 9 is 17.
God damn it! Oh well.
It is a chunky boy,
So-
but the
Big
blight
boy.
still
So I
has
figured it-
some effect.
Yeah, I figured it would be a big convoy. But I rolled a lot. I rolled
Sure.
math boys. I need help. 3, 3, 3, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, plus 2 7s, which is 14, plus an 8.
37.
Sure. So with that, you watch as the creature's
Halved.
skin and muscles... Oh, that's true, halved, so 30 still going to be enough. The creature's body kind of collapses, its muscles begin to shrivel, its mucousy, thick, rubbery flesh kind of collapses in like a deflated balloon as this thing just shrivels down into a putrid mess and collapses dead.
Oh,
Nice.
oh.
Threat neutralized.
Threat neutralized. Anything else, Nova? Combat is not quite done yet.
I'm going
as
to
the
start
frogman
running
is
towards
running away.
Tiangong.
Sure.
Sorry,
Okay,
the
so you're just
shard,
going to make those moves.
so
Yep.
wait, yeah.
So Sentry and then Quillick next.
15, 20,
Um,
25,
let's
30.
see. I'll go and heal Lucius. I'll do some lay on hands. I'll give Lucius.
Lay your hands on me.
Let's do 30.
30
30.
HP.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Big
Thank
heals.
Big heal.
That's your action, isn't it, for lay on hands? So
Yeah.
nothing else?
And then I'll let them boys run away. I'll let them go.
Okay. Quillick.
I will do a Beacon of Hope, and I have to do it at level 4. And I can't heal on this turn, so this is full healing for everyone around me when it comes. And that's my turn. Yeah, I'm not chasing after the little nerds.
Okay. The little nerds, they're still going to take their actions. Glubor opens his mouth. He turns back, opens his mouth, and spits a small glowing green ball in your direction. It is a spell.
Fight me IRL, nerd.
Okay. I need everybody, if the spell goes off, I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, and that's everybody.
Oh,
Okay, so Lucius gets the +3, and I've
Yes.
got Aura of warding up to 10 feet. So 5. That's just Lucius. Well,
Bill's dead.
I'm dead.
11.
He's killed me.
15. I got a 15.
That's fine. Anybody who got lower than a 15, so 15 or higher, you succeed. Anybody who got lower, those of you who failed the save, you are taking full damage. Anybody who succeeded, you will take half. As the tiny ball of acid, as it reaches the middle of all of you, it expands rapidly into a giant vitriolic sphere. Yes, Lucius.
Can I absorb that into my gauntlet?
I believe you can. Do you want to tell us how that works?
So, if it's the same as my innate 2 elements, I can pull that entire energy into the Aetherian bands of my gauntlet and store it.
nice.
Does it have anything? I think, if I remember, if it's over a certain level, you have to make a check, or there's some exhaustion or something. It's been so long since I made this item for you that I can't remember how it
Yeah.
works.
Let me have a look.
It's a Hoover,
this
like
before.
Luigi. in Ghost
No, he's not
Mansion.
used the
Yeah.
prismatics.
Make a con saving throw DC of 10 plus the level of the spell.
Right. Okay. So yeah, if you make that, but it just absorbs the whole spell, doesn't it? I think.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that,
Just
Tom.
try to
Con
find it.
save, yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Big
Con-
Luigi's Mansion fan.
Prismatic
22.
I got there.
Here it is. 22. Okay.
Luigi.
Hold
If
my
the spell is
forearm.
4th level or higher, you must make a... Okay, so you do need to make a check to actually successfully absorb it, kind of like Counterspell Trot. If the spell is 4th level or higher, so it works almost like Counterspell. If the spell is 4th level or higher, you must make a Charisma check, which is your D20 plus Charisma, and the spell is DC 10 plus the level of the spell. So this is a 4th level spell,
Not
so
as
you
a
just need to
save,
make that...
just a regular check.
Yeah, so it's a D20 plus your just a Charisma modifier, no saving throw.
14.
Just enough. So this is exactly the way that Counterspell works as well. So Lucius reaches up with this shining chromatic arm gauntlet, and you see the tiny sphere before it has a chance to impact on all of you. The gauntlet glows orange. The gems glow an orange color, and the whole energy is absorbed into the spell. Lucius, you feel that kind of power surge through your body, but you manage to resist any of the damaging effects from it.
This frog is so pissed at Lucius right now. He's counterspelled
Oh, yeah.
or absorbed everything he's thrown.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
counterspell? Is it slurp?
This
Who
is stuff.
knows?
Lucius, you now have 4 charges within the prismatic gauntlet. So have a read on that very last bit in the item of how to use those. But it holds those 4 charges indefinitely until you spend them or until you get more than 7 charges in there. But yeah, the rest of you don't need to worry about the spell, as it is just straight into the gauntlet. And you just see this frog. Impossible! Flee, my minion! Flee! 10, 20, 25,
I rolled
30.
really
Run
badly even
away!
with danger sense, so I was only just gonna save on that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
And yeah, they begin to make their hasty exit. At the end of the round, as the body of the Froghemoth begins to almost decompose, the whole island, you feel a reverberation. Something immense shifts beneath the island.
It's a dragon.
Lucius.
What was that?
Call for the ship now. Nova, you got the spear? Get the spear. Let's go.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, what'd you do, Lucius? We'll go
Grim,
in
send a
initiative order.
message.
Okay.
I'll
Is
hold
anybody...
my-
So, you're going to hold your action?
hold my ground as well?
Okay, yeah, so you got...
Hidden
yeah,
myself.
do you want to, like, try and, like, secure yourself on the ground? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Ayla, what about you?
Yeah, the same. I'll just prepare to keep myself steady and wait for messages to be sent.
Okay.
So
Nova?
I guess can I scoop up the spear?
Yeah, you can do. So you rush
and-
up to it,
and-
pick it up and cradle it. You can still feel that there is some lingering attunement with the frogman, but now that you have it in your possession, once you can spend some time with it, you'll be able to absorb it into your own shard of Tiangong. But for now, you can just sense there is a presence, but it's still separated.
Speaking of which, how bad of a mood is Nova in right now? She's pretty stoned, had a bit of a come down. Frog ate Lucius. Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. Let's Eldritch Blast. Let's Eldritch
Which one?
Blast. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Glue
Glue
ball.
ball. What is the blue ball?
Glue ball.
Butthole.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes. I'm in a bad
And
mood.
Drubal.
I'm in a bad mood.
Hans Gruber.
Nova's had her first legal high or illegal high, and now she's had a come down, and then hurting Tiangong hurt, so it's blasting
legal.
time. I rolled an 8. Maybe, yeah. I rolled an 18 plus 9 is
That will hit.
math.
That's
and
the
then it's
first blast.
3...
You gotta roll each blast
Oh, yeah, the
separately,
first
remember?
blast.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. So that's the first blast. I rolled a natural 1 on the second blast.
I think
and
even
then
with
the
your
third
bonus, that's not
blast.
gonna hit.
Yeah. Well, so it's a plus 9, so 10 on the second
Yeah.
one. And
Second
then
one still
16
misses.
on the third one.
Third one
16
hits.
on the
So
third
2
one,
hits.
Plus 10 is 26. So 2 hits. So the first one is 3 plus 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points of damage.
I forgot you took Agonizing Blast, didn't you, now, finally?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. And the second one is a 10 plus 5, which is 15.
You
Points of
watch as
damage.
Nova scoops up this spear and then just raises Tiangong and her arm forward as these 3 blasts, these beams of crackling blue energy fly forward. Glubor has enough time to kind of look behind him. You just see the frogman's eyes go wide. Impossible! As they just burn through his body, killing him dead. The little attendant just looks at the glue ball. Is that your turn over, Nova?
I would just like to say, in terms of RP, because Nova is normally quite nice, I think just because it's almost because of the fear and the pain she felt from the spear being broken, that it's just kind of like she's almost acting on impulse and
You don't have to
raw
justify
emotion right now,
your
so.
coldblooded murder.
I just-
It's fine. You don't have to justify
Look,
it.
we're
You're an
committing
adventurer.
froggy genocide here, And that's
You
I just
really
want to
are.
explain why she's not being such. I just want to explain why she's not in a very nice, forgiving mood right now. So
Let's hope that these frogmen can reproduce on their own, because right now there's only one of them alive still. Sentry.
I'm going to move away from the water's edge and to the middle. And
Okay.
I'm going to give everybody a little bless. A little cheeky bless at level 3.
Okay, and you can affect everybody with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
5
so everyone gets a
targets.
D4 to saving throws and attack rolls, as long as you're concentrating. Quillic and Kalar.
Yeah, knowing that Sentry has this aura, I'm going to snuggle in close. And I will cast Sending to Araya. That's her name. Araya, and say, 25 words. I'll say, we need to get off this island as soon as possible. It's moving? Question mark. Thanks, guys.
Cool. The message you get back is, yes, it's moving. We're on our way. We'll take a few moments. She doesn't have an exact time.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, Quillic, after your turn, the last remaining frogman will continue his desperate escape, manages to get to the sort of edge of the island, and begins sliding down towards the water's edge. As you see this tiny frogman getting to the island's edge, you watch as the edge of the island crumbles away into the sea. As, again, the whole thing begins to shake, almost like an earthquake. The ground beneath you is a tremor. I need everybody to make acrobatics or athletics checks. Lucius and Ayla, as you took precautions, you have advantage on keeping your footing, so you have advantage. And the bless will work for this as well, so you get your D4s.
Cool.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I rolled a 1 and a
20
1 on bless.
wow.
Oh wow, 25.
Who got under 18?
Me.
Yes.
Oh, I got 17.
So everybody but
Nice.
Ayla failed, is that?
I failed.
You failed as well,
Do you have
Sentry.
bonuses
So all
from
of
Sentry's aura?
Yeah, I
it's
rolled
not
the
saving
D4.
throw.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
you get
course,
the bless, but not the saving throw. So,
Huge D4 to bless.
so Ayla, you managed to kind of keep your footing, almost like the rolling deck of a ship, or in somewhere in a storm. You kind of managed to weather the movements and keep your balance. Everybody else, you fall prone, and you all begin sliding as the whole island pitches to the side. Quill, Ayla, I will give you, if you use your reaction, you can grab Quill.
Please.
So you go 5, 10. Yeah, you
Or
can
do I
grab
need
Quill,
to
but
roll?
you don't need to roll. It's just your reaction. But Nova,
Okay.
Sentry, and Lucius, you slide into this kind of deep pool, and the water begins flowing out, and you're just prone as the whole island pitches. You watch as the edges of the island begin crumbling away, like falling into the sea in great chunks. You do hear a vague kind of from the frogman in the distance, and then deep,
that was the last
deep
one.
beneath, deep under the water, you guess, you can almost hear a kind of
Do not want.
Lucius.
Can
We're going to stay in initiative order, but basically, yeah, you guys all get a go. So you've got your move action, bonus action. Use it as you wish.
just super quickly
Sure.
so I can prep my turn. Can I see the storm chaser from where we are? Can we see it?
Let's see. You are here. I guess that Aerois, yeah, there's no canopy. You would be able to see it, but it is very far away. I'd say
Is
it's
it
probably
within
more than 500
500
feet. I'd say it's at the moment, no, it's not within 500. See if it can move. I think it moves about 80 to 100 feet around. Yeah, it's probably about sort of like 700 feet up at the moment in the air.
Cool. No worries. Carry on.
Yeah. Lucius, yeah, everyone can just do what they want, really, as long as it's within your action limits.
Do we what?
I'll just call out, we need to stay together. Try and climb as much as you can. And start trying to head back up the slope as much as I can,
Cool.
climbing.
Yeah,
Can I
make
also
a
get towards
athletics check.
Where's the staff right now? Is it starting to tumble?
No, Nova picked it up. Nova picked
got
up the
it.
spear.
I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So what was the check, sorry?
Athletics. So to enable you to not slide.
Natural
anything.
20.
Natural 20.
22.
So yeah, it counts as difficult terrain right now because the earth is all being churned up. It's kind of on a slant as everything's shaking, but you can move normally, basically. You can pull yourself up and move half speed.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just start heading towards these structures, which I could probably grab onto a wall or something. Okay.
It is a slope up to the structure.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Ayla.
I'm
Evolution's
gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna move. It's not difficult terrain for me because because it just isn't. But if I
Just isn't.
if I take
Difficult terrain.
fuck that. If I take Quill with me, would that then essentially just make it difficult terrain for me?
Yeah, it
I'm
will slow your
pulling
movement to half. Yeah. It will. It will move.
Okay.
You'll move at half because you're technically grappling a creature. It's just a willing creature.
So I would like to do that if Quill is willing
Sure.
for me to also drag him with me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So is it athletics?
Not for you
Yeah.
because you passed the test. You didn't fall over, so you just
Okay.
move at half speed.
Okay, cool.
Sure. In that case, Nova, and then you're
Quill,
going to
you can
drag.
move yourself up.
Yeah, I just moved him.
Yeah, no, I don't think Arcane Gate's gonna work. I was gonna think about casting it on the skiff, but I think the way it's worded, it says 2 portals on the ground. So I was gonna argue that like casting a gate on a skiff would move with this skiff because it's anchored to the skiff. But shut up, Kim. I'm gonna cast. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast levitate on myself.
Sure.
So I'm just not affected by the shifting ground below me.
Yeah, you can just
So just
you can
kind
lift
of-
yourself off like 10 feet off the ground, and then you'll
Yeah.
be safe.
Yeah, so I'll cast. I'll move towards the group and then kind of jump and cast levitate so that I'm levitating around. And then I
Okay.
guess Can I? So depending on the way the island is tipping, can I position myself so that I'm below everyone else, so that if someone was to slide, I could try and catch them?
So right now it's tilting towards the south, so that's why you slid south on the map.
Yeah.
That's where it's currently tilting. Obviously, if it goes another direction, you don't have enough movement to really get. Because
Okay.
if you're casting levitate, you've only got 30 feet of movement. So,
Okay. Yeah.
but you could position them if
I'll
they
stick near
if
the
they
group then.
continue sliding down this way, then yes, you can try and help them.
Yeah.
Okay, Sentry,
Can I
you're currently
cast?
prone.
Can I like try and cast plant growth? So like to act as like, so we can like hold on to like plants and vines and stuff as
Yeah,
we climb
that's a
up.
great idea. Oh, 100%. Yeah,
Cool.
so you cast plant growth, and you can see there's all these bushes and algae and moss everywhere, and it just grows in abundant life. It can just be cast like as an action, right? Like you can just cast it as a normal
it's
action.
instantaneous. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you just watch as the whole area becomes thick with foliage enough that even those of you who are still stood up, you can kind of grab onto it and use it as handholds. There are vines to kind of wrap around your arms like temporary ropes. Yeah, you can definitely do this. I mean, it does make it harder to move through. It does make the area difficult terrain. It's like quadruple movement to move one space, but it stops you from being slid around everywhere
Makes it harder to
as you do
fall.
so. Yeah.
Cool.
So you can move Sentry, but every you basically can. It's like one square is 20 foot of movement right now. So
Okay.
so you can move like one square up. Yeah, so you're like climbing your way up these bushes and fronds that you've created through magic. Perfect, Quillick.
Those little plant fronds you've just made. I had the same sort of idea as Nova. I kind of want to, while in Ayla's arms, I kind of want to hook some talons into the plants and cast Fly on her and say, Ayla, you're strong. Catch anyone that falls.
Sure. Ayla, you now have a fly speed of 60 feet as long as Quill is concentrating.
Got some cool wings.
Okay. The island. Can you? My favorite, Rhiannon Gower, roll a d4
Hello.
for me, please.
Okie dokie.
Here we go.
It's a 1, Mark. As expected.
It's a 1. Marvelous. So the whole island again pitches and shifts, and you see that almost kind of like a circle moving closer inwards. The next chunk of land around the kind of outskirts of what remains of this island breaks away. almost up until the edges of the Frogmoth's pool. It just breaks away into the sea, and you can now begin to see in the waves just beyond this now kind of remnant island a giant clawed, scaled hand protruding from beneath the island itself. The whole island pitches and shifts as if something was trying to dislodge you from its back. With the plant growth and all of your spells, none of you need to make the checks. You all kind of manage to hold on as this whole thing pitches and shifts, and you just hear this.
Bless you.
Was there an effect on that voice?
Translator recognize any of
No.
them?
Does it understand Draconic?
Gesundheit.
Draconic, yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
I
can, yeah.
The voice is saying something. The translator earring converts it into common. I guess it would be something along the line of like agony, pain, be gone.
Cool.
I guess we have kind of been hurting stuff, you know.
But yeah, the whole shell or the island, shifts once ago. You managed to hold on. The ship is about 500 feet now. It would be 500 feet down. So it's on its way down, but yeah, still up in the air. You do hear the kind of whistle as the ballista on the underside of the Storm Chaser is fired down towards the island, but you don't see where it impacts. It seems to be impacting against something.
That won't help.
We go back up to the top, Lucius.
We need to see where that landed. Which direction was it? Do I know a rough direction?
The ballista, yeah, it would probably be to your east from where your current location is.
Let's start one square in it that way.
Yeah, it's with the plant growth, it makes it very, very difficult to move.
Going towards the ballista.
Oh, I thought it was like
what he's done.
a rope thing, right? Oh, is it just literally a...
No, a ballista's a weapon.
You don't know. You heard the...
Let's stay away from the ballista!
Ayla, what about yourself?
Can
on this
I, if I was to go sort of 30 feet out, would I get a view on what was below?
So if you fly up
and then come back in. But yeah, I wanna view what they're shooting at, and then come back.
You can fly
just
like
to
a
inform.
diagonal. And fly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
Ayla,
a kind of diagonal.
You fly up into the air. Are you carrying Quill with you? Because I think that was his impression of like carry me.
I can carry Quill.
Yeah, because when you're flying,
it's
it's just your weight. So you fly with Quill. Oh, okay. I thought that was the thing of like carry me.
You're strong. Catch anyone who falls is what I said.
No, I can react to people who fall, but for this, I want to establish what the thing is, and then go back to being.
I'll be your
strong.
eyes.
Yeah.
Sure. So you carry
the
Quill
bird.
up.
Look.
30 feet up in the air isn't too high, but it's enough to start getting an impression. You see that where the island, the land masses of the island that are falling away from the edges, they appear like they've kind of grown outwards from a larger mass. You begin to see patches of it. Now that you're up high, you can see patches of it beneath the dirt and the moss. A great shell, like that of a turtle, is beneath the ground. And you see, as you fly up, 4 great finned arms stretching out from below the island, and a giant snapping turtle's head at the very front that is angrily looking around. And as it twists and turns its body, it's causing the whole island to shift and tilt as it does so.
Okay.
We Discworld now.
Yeah.
Greater
I will continue to go back towards probably, so basically back down, but also beside Lucius. So Quill, if you move along one, so that I'm sort of like in this spot where I can sort of keep a hold of people if they start to fall, and just report to the other guys. Yes, there's a giant turtle down there. Looks really pissed off. Just for the record, is really mad.
About to come onto the
It is
island?
what it is. The turtle is the island. The island is on the turtle. The turtle is the island. It's weird, man.
Nova.
Island turtle.
Can I... so if the ship is within 500 foot, would I be able to create a portal on it if I communicated with Quill?
Do you need to be able to see where the portal is, where you put the portal?
Choose 2 points on the ground, 1 point, and 1 point a circular. It just says choose 2 points on the ground that you can see. Yes, okay. 1 point 10 feet on the ground, and 1 point within 500 feet.
You can't put one on the deck of the airship because you can't see the deck of the airship because you're below looking up. You can see the bottom of the airship, only the hull. So no, you would. I think like something like Dimension Door where you don't need to see where you're going. I think you can do it, but yeah, Arcane. If you need to be able to see the point, it's the angle is the wrong. It's the wrong angle for that to work.
If I ask them to tilt the ship slightly, would that be enough to see the deck? No, just a little bit.
You can try.
Starboard
You
roll.
can try.
I kind of need them to get closer, really, to be honest. I would like to hold my action to... I'd like to... Quill, can you communicate with the ship to get to tilt the ship so that I can see the deck?
In 25 what? Yes, yeah, sure, yeah.
Not too far, but enough that I can get a portal lock.
Okay.
500 feet up. And the thing is it's coming down. It
But
would
I'm
need
not
to
asking
tilt.
for it to, like...
Yeah, it would need to be nearly perpendicular to be because it's coming straight down, right? The angle is the wrong angle. It would either need to fly further away, so it would need to go further away to then bank, and then you could see it. But if you want it to come and pick you up, it would need to almost be on its side for you to be able to get a good visual on it.
Yeah,
sure. The Nova would know that the angles and maths. Yeah. Or even that, when you guys teleport up there, sure, you and Ayla might be fine, but the others would need to quickly grab on or they're just going to fall straight off.
Okay. Belay that! The math doesn't work out. The math does not work out. I'm going to hold my action so that if anyone starts falling, I go and grab them. And yeah, just as
don't forget you can only go up and down with levitate. You can't go left. You can't it's only up and down with levitate.
Well, if I just happen to be near anyone, I'll try.
Sure. If anybody's
that
nearby,
it's the effort that counts, Mark. I'm 20 foot up as well, by the way, so it probably doesn't even...
So you're going 20 feet up. Okay, and then Ayla, you're just above the ground as well, aren't you? Next to Lucius.
Yeah, I basically want to make it so that Quill can grab onto all the plants and stuff to anchor himself in the case that I need to grab somebody else or anything.
Okay, so you'd need to be
basically...
You're on the ground at that point, basically, because the plants are only low enough that you'd need to be 5 feet. Okay.
But I'm kind of got everyone in a little circle around me, so I'm feeling quite good at my gang position, as it were. Gang position, good.
Can I just levitate over towards Lucius? No, because it's only
you can't. What you'd have to do is you'd have to go down to the ground, crawl along the plants, and then levitate back upwards. Because levitate is just the up and down movement. So from your current position, you don't have anything to anchor yourself with. Yeah, you could go down to the ground, crawl along, and then up again.
Okay, I'll do that. Can I do that? So I'm hovering above Lucius.
So you can go 5,
I'm hovering
10.
Above Lucius. I just
Yeah, and then you'd be.
I'll move my.
Yeah, then you could be 20. You could be 20 feet. Yeah, but you can be 20 feet above Lucius if you want. Okay.
But I'm just going to be holding my hand out down to him anyway, just ready. So I'm hovering above Lucius, holding my hand down for him.
I'm gonna Misty Step 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm next to Quill. right there.
Yep.
And I'm gonna
So the plant
get
growth
a
doesn't
good...
hinder you.
Yeah, and then I can't do that, can I? No. Can I ready an action if I've done a bonus action?
Is it to cast a spell?
Find steed.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to. Again, D&D rules, and there's reasons for this doing it. So basically, when you ready an action to cast a spell, you're casting the spell on that turn, but you're holding its effect to go at a later turn. So because you've already cast a bonus action spell this turn, no. But you would be able to do it next turn.
Okay, cool. I was just thinking of
Spell
like
casting.
I was just thinking of casting Elko, just sort of like below the group, so like they can act as like a barrier.
Like a barrier that they can grab onto.
Like
Yeah,
a
for
big
sure.
coat hanger on legs.
Big coat hanger on legs is a very ample way of phrasing it. Cool. But yeah, next turn. Next turn you'll be able to. Elko and Elko are different.
Echo?
Technically, they're different creatures.
They're different.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Echo is the familiar form, but Elko is like a thing that Sentry can just create at will.
Yeah. Okay.
Quill.
I kind of want to basically just spend the entire turn just like really holding tight onto these things in case something falls. I guess like a dodge action, I suppose, or something like that.
Yeah. You're just readying yourself, like, having advantage or whatever on the...
Yeah,
on
just
the
a little
check.
hunker down action. Really holding on
Sure.
tight to the plant growth.
Sure.
That's all I
Okay.
got.
So as you guys are all anticipating this, the airship is lowering itself down. You feel the island, the back of this creature's shell, beginning to shift, and then it dives underwater. As the water begins rushing up around you and you are all holding onto these plants, it dives under the water and it begins turning much more violently and aggressively to try and shift things on its back. I would need everybody to make athletics checks. Those of you who are flying, you can choose not to go under the water. You can just basically be like, nope, and just let go of whatever you're holding onto.
If I'm holding on to Lucius, like, does that help?
You are not. You were 20 feet above Lucius with your hand out, is what you said.
Come on.
Can I try and have my arms out and get Lucius and Quill and just like hover them? Not like just stay in place.
You can certainly make an effort. Yeah, I would say it's not on you, though. It would be up to Lucius and Quill to try and grab onto you.
If I
No, you're strong
rage
enough to hold
keep
both of
holding
them.
on to... Okay, that's good.
Yeah. The issue is
Or
not
can
you.
I-
The issue is can Lucius and Quill grab onto you in time is the question.
Okay. It's on you guys.
But
I'm
if
going
they
to try my
do-
best because you two don't
No,
breathe underwater.
this is a
my
smart
thought.
plan. Yeah, no, it's a smart plan. Like, so yeah, Lucius and Quill, you guys can make Dex. Let's just do Dex checks. So just D20 plus Dex to try and grab onto Ayla's, like, holding out her arms for you. You've got to try and grab onto them before the thing pulls you underwater.
Kind of got Ayla and Nova.
Will it help?
going up.
I said
Well,
I was
Nova
hovering
is 20
above
feet up.
Lucius, so
All right.
I didn't
You said 20
specify.
feet above,
Yeah.
so that's a bit
So-
too high, unfortunately.
Athletics was it?
Just a Dex check, so
You've already
D20 plus
rolled it.
Dex.
16.
Oh, I got 16 as well.
16, yeah, that's
Nice.
easily enough. Both of you grab onto Ayla's biceps, and Ayla's strong enough that the two of you really aren't much of a weight. If it was Sentry, I'd probably have Ayla make a check for it, but the two of you just kind of clutch on, and Ayla, you just hover in place. You and Nova hover in place as the turtle and Sentry are like plunged
I'm sorry,
down like a
Sentry.
submarine.
It's okay. She can
Tried to
transform
save
into
the
a
two
submarine.
squishies.
So Sentry,
Tried to save
I
the
just need
squishies.
you make an athletics check to kind of keep a grip on all these plants around you, unless you want to just let go and float into the water.
Oh, no, I'll hold on.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, you won't. So the surge of the water, and it's not that Sentry's not strong enough. Sentry is strong enough to hold on, but the violent shaking of the turtle, things like the wooden ramp that you're kind of next to, the buildings around you, all of it breaks apart. You do see piles of gold and what appears to be like a journal from the Glubor's treasure pile in his room just begins to float away. But the whole building is disrupted. Big rocks and chunks of stone fly around you, and you're just knocked free and kind of left to spin and turn in the waters. And then you begin to see the giant island turning to face up towards you and the group, kind of bringing itself to bear.
Oh, shit.
Right. So, I'm just going to
Find an
transfer your
island.
initiatives to a new encounter for that I've got ready here.
Yeah.
It will
I
be
just
Lucius's
realised
go,
I'm a giant
however.
dumbass. I'm a giant dumbass. I should have done it
Oh,
the
look,
other way
don't worry
around.
about it.
Dimension doored up to the ship, created the portal on the fucking ship. Oh, dumbass! Thinking with portals.
Do you have enough? Because I think you cast Blight. Oh, you've got 3 spell slots now, don't you? So, because that was the other thing, is I didn't think you had enough.
Gong and Arcane Gate is
Ah,
just a cast.
that's right.
Like, it's not a spell
That's
slot.
it. That's it. Because I thought you were out of spell slots.
Dumbass.
That's why you didn't do it that way.
No, I'm just a
So-
dumbass.
And that.
I'm currently in the air with Quill being lifted by Ayla.
So here's the situation, right? So Ayla is basically hovering about 5 feet above the water. She has you and Quill, like, is holding you and Quill effectively. Nova is hovering about 20 feet above you, and then Sentry and the Turtle have dived down. The airship is about 400 feet above you and is rapidly trying to descend as quickly as it can.
See, a couple of problems. Sentry's in the water, that's a big problem. Lucius can't do much
Yeah.
about Sentry problem. What he can do is tap into his font of magic, spending
Yep.
7 points of it to regain a 5th level slot.
Yep.
And then summon a wall of ice, which will act as a floor, so that if it tilts any more, we at least have something that's going to stop the rest of us falling in if we were to descend or fall from the sky again.
Okay, so you're basically
Okay.
creating like an ice floor below you,
Yeah.
basically. What's the size of this area?
So it can be...
So it's going to be more like a kind of pathway of ice as
it's
you
just
create
more
it.
a long line that goes along
Yeah.
the width, so that if it were to go 90 degrees or whatever, even 45, it would stop us. We'd hit against
Well,
You're
you
not
you
connected
guys
to
aren't
it
on the
anymore.
turtle anymore. Yeah, you're not
No,
connected to
but-
it anymore.
No, but this is like a just in case we fell or something were to
Okay.
knock us out.
So you have a floor beneath you. Sentry, you look up and you watch as the ocean above you is just frozen as this plane of ice is created above you. But then, yeah, Lucius, you create this wall of ice below you.
I really wouldn't make it where Sentry was falling in.
Well, that's below you, but Sentry was next to you. So if you create it below where you guys are, it will be
Alright.
above where Sentry is.
I'm just gonna be at the mercy of Ayla and not do anything this turn, and just call out, "We need to save Sentry." That's what I'm doing.
Well, the thing is you. I mean, like, where were
I
you
don't-
thinking you would place it then?
I didn't realize that the turtle had fully submerged. I thought there was still some...
Yeah, it's like
part of
no,
it.
it's
Okay.
underwater. No, it's fully underwater. It dived
In which
like
case-
45 feet underwater.
I retcon that, and I am holding on.
Okay.
And
Okay.
hoping that someone...
Do you still
can
do the sorcery point?
Yeah. I'll still regain some spell slots doing that.
Okay. So you hear another kind of whistling through the air as a giant ballista bolt flies through the water, kind of impacts down in the direction of roughly where the turtle was, spraying water all over you as the under turret of the Storm Chaser fires down, but you're not sure if it's had any effect. Ayla,
How close does that come to Sentry?
like, it's within sort of like 10, 20 feet. The turtle is massive. The turtle is a gargantuan creature, but it's even bigger than a normal gargantuan creature. It's enormous, this
Yeah.
thing. It's probably like 40, 45 feet across.
Christ.
Sorry,
Massive.
I completely dropped for a minute, so I don't actually know what to say.
No, that's okay.
Or if this is the right
you were here
microphone,
when the
it might not
turtle
be.
went underwater, right?
Yep.
I don't think it is, but you were here when the turtle went underwater. Nothing has really changed. Sentry and the turtle is still underwater. You have Quill and Lucius on your arms, floating about 5 feet above the waterline.
I'm going to. Sorry, I'll try and fix my microphone in a second. It's not working.
No, that's fine.
I will. I kind of want to get them up away from this turtle, so I think I want to fly them up. Is Nova? So Nova's like 20 feet. Can I say?
Nova's 20 feet above you.
Can you take one? Can you take one person at all, or are you? No.
I can't
Piggyback?
really do anything else. I'm gonna go for Sentry.
Oh, you're gonna go for 10. Okay, I'm gonna raise up then. I'm gonna get Lucius and Quill from the surface of the water in case this thing is gonna like shoot up. So I'm gonna spend my action trying to get Lucius and Quill as safe as possible.
So how high do you want to go up? You're carrying both of them, but you're damn strong, so probably like reduce your speed by 10 feet to carry both of them.
Can I put like Lucius on my back and carry Quill like a little bab? Because I feel like Lucius is probably heavier to distribute the weight on the back, and then little Verb.
Yeah, and also Lucius has got a bit more strength. He can actually,
Yeah.
Lucius isn't weak. He can hold on to you as well.
Yeah.
Whereas Quill is like,
Then-
I have one arm, please help.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll distribute the weight a little bit to keep myself from, and also I want to make sure that Quill keeps focus on this. So I will go up, I guess, 50 feet. So that would take me 55 feet above the surface.
55 feet above the surface. Okay, sure.
Can I go slightly diagonally, like away from the big shadow of the turtle?
I mean,
Does that make sense?
You can. This thing is massive, but
I
yes,
know
you
it's
are
massive,
making your way
but
away
slightly
from it.
off.
That,
Yeah, not just directly.
that will
off,
move
like-
you slightly away from Nova as well if you do that. So it's kind of like you guys are like float off of that way. Yeah, the Sentry, you see this giant turtle spin in the water. It kind of dives down a bit deeper and then spins to point its giant mouth up towards the surface. And you can see the shadow as the airship is descending, the shadow it's casting over the water. The dragon's eyes fix on this giant shape above it. And you can see the shape, you can see, like, looking up, you can see your friends flying in the air. It swims up, so basically is just below you. You are looking into its mouth, and it will open its mouth, and a cone of scalding steam, and it's wide enough to catch all of you. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, please. The ship is not in range.
Does my resistance work for this one? The
Your
or
magic
warding?
resistance, it does
Before you
not.
roll Sentry, I mean, I've got a portent of 13. I kind of want to use it, but you might roll better. But knowing you, I'm going to use portent on that.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Just in case. So
Alright,
13
con
plus
save.
whatever your bonus is.
10
26.
total, so thank you.
No, you
19.
rolled a 13. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. I've got no idea what the
So-
save is like, though. It's probably super high.
So anybody who got lower than an 18, you fail.
Oh, thank
my
God.
I mean, we get hit, but Sentry
21.
actually passed that.
So I'm going to assume Quill and Lucius fail, or did Lucius pass?
23.
I got
23,
11.
okay. 11. Quill, Ayla,
21.
26, 21. Sentry.
I got a 19, thanks to Quill.
Oh, wow. So yeah, you just succeed. So Quill, you're taking the full damage on this.
We might drop from the sky though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably
concentration!
You were the only one who needed to succeed that one, Quill.
I know, but Sentry's like in the ocean. Oh my. Oh my god!
I rolled a lot of ones.
We're
Quill,
going down.
you take 43 fire damage. Everybody else, you will take 21 fire damage as this steam engulfs you. Are you unconscious, Quillic Adkalar?
I am unconscious.
Can you make two saving throws? One is well, actually no, the death one. It's not your turn yet, but it is an injury check. I'm afraid there, Quillic Adkalar.
Oh, it is. It's been such
And
a long
it's
time. Constitution. Right?
DC 21. It's a Constitution saving throw. Yes.
Fucking hell.
I've only got
21.
+1. I've only got +1 on, so I'm
Need a nat
unless I
save.
roll a 20. 6.
No, there's no such thing. Well, yeah, if you get a 21, yeah. 6, no. Right, I just need to find my injury rules.
Okay. What do you want me to
You
roll,
will need
my
to
dude?
you will need to roll a d20 for me, please, Quillic.
Oh, awesome. Here we go. What kind of injury do I get? 11?
11.
Not low.
Ooh.
Not high.
The scalding hot steam. Ayla desperately tries to protect you as you can, but it's too late as the scalding hot steam. Part of your face is badly burnt and melted by the steam. This is a gruesome injury. The creature's face is badly scarred. The creature's face is badly scarred or disfigured by the attack, causing terrible pain. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws until they finish a long rest, or another creature spends 1 minute and makes a successful wisdom check. In addition, the creature is permanently scarred in a significant way. The scarring can only be healed by the regenerate spell. So this is your
my
face
God.
is two-faced. It's bleh, melty face as this
What
steam.
side is it on?
Well, it doesn't
That is
affect your
pretty cool,
eyes,
yeah.
so you manage to shut your eyes quick enough that you don't take any permanent damage to your eye, basically.
He's got no
Okay.
eyelids, though. He's got
I'm just
no
wondering if
eyelids.
it's on the same side as this already scarred face, you know?
Would you want to roll for
Yeah,
me?
why
Do you want to do a D4 and odd it is,
Yeah.
even it isn't?
Okay, odds, it'll be on the same side as the already scarred. Evens,
Sure.
it's hit the good side of my face. Odds, it's already
Same
on that
side.
side. Same
Yeah,
side, bigger
so-
scar now.
Yeah, as it
Can I
just
roll to see
completely
how good it
scorches.
smells?
No, it smells great. It smells like boiled chicken.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep.
You're welcome, everyone.
But yeah, and yeah, Sentry, you are engulfed by this steam that radiates around you. But yeah, you managed to hold on. And yeah, this blast, like a geyser out of the water, blasts upwards. Aerois, the ship continues to descend. It's now 300 feet above Nova
Are
Vija.
we all falling now?
Yep.
Apart from Nova.
So, yes, Ayla and Lucius, you plummet 50 feet down into the water. It's water, so I'm not going to make you take any damage, but you are now in the water.
I have a featherfall token.
Oh, right, Katie's camera's frozen, but she's still there.
My internet is terrible today.
It's fine, you're
I
still
don't
there
think
on
I
comms,
dragon
which is
can-
the most important bit. So yeah, the Featherfall token
we don't
activates.
take any damage from
No.
the fall.
And also, it slows the rate that you fall. So you're currently still a few feet in the air as you're slowly falling into the water. They are in fact, actually, no, they're 300 feet, which is just on long range. So you see, those of you who can just see the edges of the Storm Chaser, dozens of furry heads with longbows point over the side, and you can see them firing down into the water as the wolf pack basically take aim and try and shoot. However, as soon as the arrows just hit the water, they don't have the power to go down far enough to cause any damage, but they're trying. Sentry.
How close am I to the island in regards to everybody else? What's the difference?
So the
between-
island is the turtle. So the island is
Yeah.
now the turtle's back, and the turtle is about 5 feet below your legs, and you're about
Right.
5 feet from the surface of the water.
Okay.
You're not even 5
can
feet, you're
I-
just under the surface of the water, really.
Can I use my flame lance as kind of like underwater jetpack type thing? So can I fire it and try and propel myself away from the gaping maw of doom?
You can certainly try, yes.
Okay. I might do that.
Sure. All right. So are you using it to try and cause damage and push you away, or you just want to use the force of it to basically, propulsion underwater?
Yeah, Like, just try and get myself out of the situation.
Sure. Don't worry about rolling anything then. Just expend the use of it. You're underwater, so it actually kind of cools you, so you don't take any of the damage yourself, as it's keeping you regulated in this kind of cold ocean water. But yeah, you managed to blast yourself, and I'd say, it's a 30 feet line, so you blast yourself 30 feet to one side, underwater away from this giant maw, because it did look like it was ready to take a bite at you as well. Like, it blasted with steam, and then it was going to chomp. So you're like, blast yourself to the side, narrowly avoiding being chomped.
Nice.
For now.
Anything else on your turn? Do you want to swim up to the surface? Or are you not?
Let's do that. Let's go up to the surface and have a little look.
All right. And then just before we go on our break, Quillic and Kalar, I would like you to make a death saving throw.
Death save?
Why didn't I give you your turn? It should have been your turn. The initiative's got slightly changed order, but yes. I thought I'd give you your turn. Sorry, Kim. Yeah, you what's your turn?
Who is near me? Is Quill's squishy body near me? Is anyone near me?
I believe that Katie flew you away. She flew away from where you were positioned, so they're about 30 feet. But
is Quill's...
that's horizontally, not vertically, 30 feet away.
When the spell dropped, the fly spell dropped, and Quill was knocked unconscious, is he still on Ayla's back?
Yes, yeah, Ayla's still holding
he's not
it.
Slid off. Okay, he's not slid
he's still in Ayla's arms, but yeah.
My thought process is basically, can I get to someone? So, if I drop levitate and, I don't know, swim towards Sentry, or if I swim towards someone, can I then dimension door back up to the ship? It's just who? I can't theatre of mind.
The Ayla, Lucius, and Quill are technically floating down because of the Featherfall token. They haven't hit the water yet, so they are drifting down, and they are 30 feet horizontally. So even if you drop levitate and swam over to them, you wouldn't be able to reach them. You could reach Sentry. If you drop levitate and swam over to Sentry, you could then dimension door with Sentry.
Yeah, it's risky though, because I don't know. What I really want to do is almost as Ayla, Lucius, and Quill float down, is hold my turn to grab.
You could hold
Quill
your
and
action.
Dimension door up.
You could do that. Yep. You could swim to where they're gonna land. Yeah.
Yeah. To when Quill is within range of me, I want to grab him and then dimension door up to the ship. Is what I want to do.
Sure. Yep. You could definitely do that.
I don't know. Yeah, because I just want to get him stable and safe. I can cast Spare the Dying as well, but I think that's too many actions.
Yeah, you won't be able to do that this turn.
Okay,
or
yeah,
next
but I'll
turn.
get him up to the ship.
That might take you 2 turns to do it and get him up to the ship. Yeah, so you can basically, you drop levitate, swim over to roughly where they're going to land, and then you've got your arms outstretched, and as soon as Quill is within reach, you can cast Dimension Door up to the airship, because you don't need to see the location you're going to with Dimension Door, so you can just whoosh up there. Okay, and then that's your turn. Quillic and Kalar, as you are falling, floating down to the water.
Death save. Here we go. 1 out of 3. It's a 7. That's a fail. Oh,
that's a failure.
It's happening again. I can see it.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
No.
We're going to try and fix Katie's cameras and stuff, and we're going to take a quick break.
Oh man, this is awful but awesome at the same time. This is the best, but also the worst.
Awful-umsome.
Awful-umsome.
Look, you had fun just killing the harmless frogs, and it's fine. You had a good time killing all those frogs.
Yeah. But now we're fighting an island.
Justice.
Thing is Kim, I know you knew it was a dragon turtle as soon as I said the island was moving.
Yeah.
I know you know it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Chris Trott knew it as well. That's a big turtle. That's a big dragon turtle.
I've watched
Moving
Avatar. It'll
island
give us powers.
with a central hump. Yep, that's
There's
a
a
turtle.
moment where I thought, he's double bluffing. He's put us on a frog island now, and it's no wait, straight after, boom, there it is.
Yep. There it is.
Love it.
Cool. All right, Tommy boy, do you want to read out some stuff?
For sure.
Put him on a big boy cam.
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh,
We've got some
actually,
messages
we're doing
on
EVR.
Yeah, we got some messages on the EVR website. Starting with Stefan, who says, "I'll gladly donate to get this again. It's abhorrent to think that this people would do this to other people just because of their ethnicity and heritage. So here's something to help those who need it." Thank you as well to Matthew, who says, "High rollers hate racism," which I like.
Yeah.
Nightjar has donated with heart, 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 heart. Thank you, Nightjar. Nightjar's donated quite a lot. Please stop, Nightjar. And thank you to Phoebe, who says, "As a white person, racism is something I can never experience, so I can't imagine how people who experience it feel. I can't imagine going out and worrying about my safety just for the color of my skin or my heritage, and I certainly can't imagine being blamed for something that isn't my fault and could never be. Sadly, racism is still a thing, and ignoring it won't make things magically disappear. Hopefully, donating here can be a start to making things better, and for anyone who has been a victim of a racist act, I am so sorry." And you don't have to apologize, my friend. Thank you so much for your donation. We also have donations from Nenyi, from Artem, from Sam, Anonymous, Matthew, Alex, Aaron, Morgan, another Anonymous with a hundo. Oh wow, someone's donated a hundo.
Wow.
Thank you.
And thank you to another Anonymous, and to Melissa and Stefan. Thank you so much for your donations so far
Thanks,
to
everybody.
end the virus of
Yes.
racism. Yeah, thank you so
A
much.
reminder, please do send your donations to EVR and the virus of racism instead of us today. There is a link in chat that can send you straight to the crowdfunder. It makes it a lot easier, and no fees and stuff like that. If you just donate straight there, just give that
Yeah.
your money. We don't need your money today.
Thank you.
So thank you.
We do have some anyway. If you want
We
me to
should read those now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I'm also going to
so
take my
we
hoodie off because
have-
I'm getting really sweaty.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
have
peek you real
a
quick.
donation from Gibby Gibson, which is a quarter hundo. A massive thank you. I ran/played my first session yesterday, and apart from a few hiccups, it went very well, and my friends loved it. I'm very happy to hear that. Gibby Gibson. Indigo Brian with a half hundo. "Are we human or are we dancer? My time is
I
vital.
hate that song.
My hands are cold. To drink away the blues, warm tea is a big help." There you go. Thank you very much, Indigo Brian. And Darkest PG, this is the final one. "Hey gang, I'm a bit of a long-time watcher, but first-time donating. Just wanted to say a huge thank you for making me laugh every week and getting me into D&D. Also, big thanks to you, Trot. We met years ago at I-50, oh my god, and have followed your craziness ever since." Well, if you're there, Trot, I-50, what a long time ago. But yeah, if thank you for donating here anyway. But if you miss a message, yeah, we are doing a drive today for EVF because, as Kim was saying, racism, it sucks. It's stupid. And I saw a load of people in the chat
EVR.
echoing that. But however, EVR, sorry. I think I'm thinking of EMF from Phasmophobia.
I knew exactly what you were thinking of when you said it. I was like, he's
Damn
thinking of EMF.
But yeah, I saw a lot of people in chat echoing the yes, racism sucks. However, there are still a large group of people who don't stand by that sentiment, who don't know about it, who think racism as if it's a part of the world, as if it's just a fact, and it shouldn't be. It can't be. If you want to actually progress as a society, and if you want to be a decent human being, if you can't donate, then just read up about it. Just look at case studies. Learn as much as you can. Open your mind to it. Be wise to the ways of the world, and realize that it is a very, very big problem that needs to be solved. It's unbelievable that it's still a thing.
What a great little message. Thank you, Tom. That was awesome.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Tom. That was amazing.
What?
I'm going to go
No,
get
seriously.
myself a glass of water.
Go get yourself a glass of water. Take a quick break. We've got Katie back.
I'm really sorry
yeah.
I can't make my microphone
No,
work.
it's okay. It's okay. We can still hear you,
We can
so
still
it's
hear
fine.
you,
Hey,
yeah.
online play, we're going to have these problems. People at home have these problems when they play
Oh,
D&D
my
on
computer's
their own. So
trash.
these are just things. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Who wants some fan art while we wait? Huh?
We can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can absolutely do that. Let's do that. Is it?
Give
How
me a
long is
minute.
it?
It is 4 minutes 44, so maybe you could save it to the end. I don't mind.
Let's save it to the end. Maybe we should play your amazing D&D Beyond sponsor videos and my sponsor video for Steamforged
video?
Games, Epic Encounters. Yeah,
this
sorry,
one,
you did
yes.
that live. Yeah, sorry. Do you want to just do the whole performance again, Chris Trott, for me?
I'll show you all.
And then
here we go.
yeah. So these are from our sponsors.
Kobolds. These small cave-dwelling beings are common in dungeons across many worlds. Resourceful and cunning, blending in with their environment is a key strategy in their survival. The Firebrand tribe have nestled inside a volcano. Its network of caves and flowing lava pools have given these diminutive warriors a chance to make use of the natural terrain and creatures they coexist with. But unifying this tribe takes a strong will and a firm claw. Mother Krangor is an old kobold. Wise in magic and might, she has displayed her potential by growing a pair of draconic wings, believed to be a blessing from their goddess. Assembled together, the tribe alone would be a fearsome force to contend with, should they choose to raid or attack a nearby settlement. But the Firebrand tribe came to this volcano for a specific purpose. Deep within its caverns, one of the world's deadliest predators slumbers atop their amassed wealth. Their claws are capable of shredding armor and demolishing stone. Their wings are large and strong enough to lift their huge bodies into the air with flight. A red dragon. Powerful and cunning, they have an almost supernatural power over their lairs, causing magma and noxious gas to spew forth on their command. Even a young dragon can pose a great threat, but an ancient one of this size is capable of ending kingdoms. These foes can be found almost anywhere, at any time. These unforgettable enemies will haunt adventurers in dungeons across the world. These are epic encounters.
Beautiful is the word to give to our sponsor, Steamforged Games, and their awesome epic encounters. It's a whole encounter in a box. You get minis, you get a battle map, you get actual stat blocks and tactics, and then a little adventure to run as well. And they're available now. Use the link in chat. Apparently, I was muted.
Yeah, just a little bit of a start there, but it's all right.
That's fine. They got the message. Check out Steamforged Games Epic Encounters. It's an encounter in a box. That's it. Right. Are we all good? Everybody refreshed, ready?
What happened?
Ready to go.
'Cause I have no idea what
So-
happened.
I think you were there for the most important thing, which was the dragon turtle breathed steam on everybody. Quill's face got melted, and he's dying.
That's where I left.
That's where you left. Sentry used her flame lance to propel herself away from the creature, about 30 feet away. And then Nova has landed in the water, cancelled levitation, and is basically waiting for Quill's body to dimension door him up to the airship. And then Quill failed his death saving throw. We go to Lucius Virian Eloin Elanasto. So you are just about to hit the water. You can see Nova's waiting for Quill. You can see the shape of this giant turtle beneath the water.
I'm falling kind of adjacent to Quill, right?
You're
still
on
on
Ayla's
me.
back. Yeah.
But we're floating quite gently,
Yeah.
including Quill. I think I might just try and reach out, get off Ayla's back if necessary, to reach for Quill to try and stabilize him and ensure his
As in, like, do a
beak
medicine check.
doesn't go underwater, anything like that. Yes.
So if you want to try a medicine check to stabilize him, with your current situation, it'll probably be at disadvantage as you're trying to stabilize him whilst Ayla's holding him. You're on Ayla's back. Like, you can't quite get to his wounds, but you can still try. It's just going to be at disadvantage.
Second.
First one.
7.
So yeah, sadly, because of the angles, like, you just can't reach Quill's injuries to bandage them or to, like, stop any further damage to him. Yeah, just in your current position, it's just going to be too difficult to do, unfortunately.
I can't get to him. Someone needs to stop his head going underwater.
blah, blah, blah. You hear another whistling sound from above as the ballista, actually, it's not a disadvantage, splashes, another great gout of water splashes all over you, but you don't see it. It seems to just impact into the dragon turtle's shell, and then now a large spear is protruding from a mossy clump on its back. Ayla, you now reach the ground as the Featherfall token reaches its limit, so you kind of hit the water. It's not hard for you to just lift Quill's body up and keep him above water, and Nova, you can just hand him to Nova, who is waiting for the spell. Nova, your dimension door goes off. With Tiangong, you carve like a tear in space, just kind of cut a doorway, and then manage to swim or pull yourself through with Quill. Water splashes onto the deck of the Storm Chaser, pulled in with you through the dimension door. As you can see, the wolf pack, all with bows leaning over the side. Aerois sees you calling out, just like, Nova and Quill are on board. No, is he? What's wrong? As you can see, that obviously you're carrying.
Get the doctor!
Medic! And they're calling out. Greylano is like, yeah, you can hear the sounds of them calling. Medic! And yeah, Greylano will be called for as quickly as possible. But yeah, so your action, that was your reaction, technically. So
that was
that's
held action.
the end of it. Yeah. So Ayla, what about the rest of your turn? There's a big angry turtle under your feet.
I'm gonna
like
swim
Jaws.
away from the turtle.
Okay.
I think. Lucius is probably still on my back. I think.
He can let
Right.
go. Yeah.
I think I'll just say to Lucius to stick with me and swim away from the turtle.
Okay. You will be at half movement because you're carrying him. It's not like fly, so.
Or I will drop him so that I can swim, and then he can just swim and follow me.
Okay, sure. Is that what you
Because I
want to
think he can swim on top of the water, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Swim away from the turtle, but can I like dip
How
my
far
head
do you wanna
below
go?
and keep an eye on it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Like, I want to keep
it's
an
just
eye on the
swimming.
turtle. Because
How far away are you
breathe.
moving?
I don't know where the like 30.
Imagine it's literally
5 feet.
feet underneath you, so you can swim to the sides. Like, you're just open ocean at this point. It's just this open ocean. You've got your head above the waves. If you want to swim down, that's going closer to the turtle. If you swim sort of on the surface away horizontally, or
I'll
northeast,
swim
southwest.
horizontally away in the
Do you
direction
wanna
that
go
is
towards
closer
Sentry?
to the airship. Oh,
Okay.
is Sentry? I don't know where Sentry is. Sorry, I'm sorry.
The Sentry's about
I-
30. No, it's okay. So Sentry, imagine you've got the giant turtle underneath you. Sentry moved about 30 feet to the side.
I'll go towards
You have
Sentry.
landed on top, and the airship is coming down. So you want to go
Sentry.
towards Sentry.
Yeah.
Okay. As you swim away, technically it would get an attack of opportunity against you. It will try and... Technically it does. However, that is only a 15 to hit.
No.
Like, the water is displaced as these huge snapping jaws snap around you, but you manage to pull yourself away. But after you finish its go, the turtle turns on the only target that is still within by that it doesn't have to swim with, which is Lucius, who is just in the water, kind of doggy
Nanny.
paddling to keep himself above the water. And yeah, it will swipe you with its claws and try and bite you, Lucius.
Well, I've got a huge AC, so probably not.
I need
Did
to
you
work
just roll
this
fucking
out,
nat
'cause-
20?
No, it's not on that 20, but I want to work out what this total is. 32. I know that
Great.
hits.
Just
I'm not going to
scrapes
ask. 17.
it. Yeah.
25. I miss Ayla. I miss the one who can actually take these hits, but poor paper Lucius.
I've got
Okay.
16 HP.
Oh,
Do you really?
you're out.
Okay.
Shit, though.
I'll work these attacks out in order then. Bite. Now. 34 points of piercing damage. as
fuck,
chomp. Just you feel your like body crushed in its jaws, and it just, as soon as you go lifeless, it kind of just throws your body out of its mouth, and then it will swim towards Sentry and Ayla. And so I will make the attacks against Sentry and Ayla, as it wouldn't keep attacking you. It's just like, oh, that's dead. Swim, swim, swim. Sentry.
Dead now.
Oh, good.
Hello.
I bet you I can't hit. Well, Sentry, 19.
Nope, I'm a 20.
Claw pings against your shield as it desperately tries to swipe at you. Ayla, that's going to be 18.
No.
You manage to swim, kind of dodging to the side of these giant claws as you see Lucius's body just
I've got
floating.
to do an injury check
at the
now,
top.
haven't I?
You
Yep.
do. That would be a DC of 15, 16.
8.
Con save.
Let's both
Well,
get
yeah, I
gruesome
guess
faces.
even with your bonus, you're not going to be able to get enough. Right, D20, please, Lucius.
Oh, what kind of injury are you getting?
2.
Oh, it's a 2. Oh, that's really bad.
Oh boy.
That's an awful injury. I think it's like one of the. I mean,
It's like awful.
it's low.
Is this a missing
So I
limb?
have updated
Oh
to
my god.
some people, like, if people are basing it on old sessions, people are like, oh, it's an eye. It's not. I've adjusted the thing. Lucius, you don't know what's happening. You're unconscious, but we see, the audience is we see that the bite that kind of crushed your chest, one of the teeth pierced into your chest, and one of your lungs is pierced, and just the blood and air is sucking out of it. One of the creature's lungs or similar organ has been pierced or badly damaged. The creature finds it difficult to breathe if it needs air, and at the start of the turn, they begin to choke. To heal this injury requires the fluids to be drained, which requires a medicine check, or the heal greater injury spell. You do have that, but you can only cast it as a ritual, right?
I mean, it's also underwater.
He is also underwater.
Where
Yes.
there's
Start
loads of
choking.
fluids. It's all the fluids.
The airship is now 200 feet. In 12 more seconds, it will be on you as it continues to sail down. Greylano appears from below decks and rushes over to Quill. She will make a medicine check with advantage and stabilizes him successfully. And because she has the healer's ability, she restores 8 hit points to you,
Oh my
Quillic.
god, I'm actually back as well. Holy shit, that's awesome.
Greylano is like, I can't do anything about his face, but I can get him conscious. And like she uses these healing herbs, kind of like stuffs them into the wounds, smelling salts to bring you out of unconsciousness. I can't do anything about the pain right now, Quillic. You are in agony, Quillic, as your face is just in pure agony.
Oh
But
god.
you're alive. Nova.
Start crying looking at Quill's fucked up little face. Also throw up a little bit in my mouth because it's disgusting.
200
It's
feet.
gross.
But it smells
above.
great.
Can I see anything in the water that I can cast a portal onto?
I will say that, for like, I'm not going to be an asshole. You can cast the portal on the surface of the water. It will count as like you wouldn't be able to anchor it to a moving vehicle, but anchoring it to a fixed location above the water, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to make you like, oh, I've got to cast it on a certain thing.
Well, the other option I was going to do was throw a crate out and cast it on that.
I mean,
but,
yeah, that's
so
a pretty
can
smart idea, but yeah. Just the portal can't move. If it's fixed in a location,
Yeah.
it's fixed in that location.
Okay.
You can't put it
I
under the
would
water
like-
either. It's on the surface.
No. I would like to cast Arcane Gate as close as I can. I don't know. I can't quite pinpoint where everyone
So-
is. But
Right,
I
let me give you a mental map, right? Dragon turtle under the water. Lucius's body. Lucius's body. Let's put him in the center. Let's focus everything around Lucius. Ayla, Sentry, and the dragon turtle are about 30, 40 feet to the side of Lucius's body. So Lucius is about 30, 40 feet away from everybody else right now.
Could I angle the portal so that it's next to Lucius in the direction that the waves are bobbing, so his body bobs through the portal?
I'm going to be. This is where the DM giveth and the DM taketh away. Lucius's body won't go through the portal on its own. Somebody will need to either go through the portal your end and grab him, or hit somebody in the water. Will put because it's a two-way portal, Kim. Like you can just drag him through.
It's a two-way portal, isn't it?
It's a two-way portal. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to create it next to Lucius. I'm going to create it next to Lucius so that it's angled so that Sentry and Ayla can swim towards it and go through it, but also so that someone can reach through and grab him. And I'm going to shout at the crew, "Grab Lucius's body now!" Like that's what I'm going to do.
The play. So that's what you do, and you see
that's thinking of portals.
Kamara, who's on deck with her crew, looks over, sees through the portal, hears what you've said. The rest of you keep firing in that turtle. I've got the captain. Runs through, dives like half her body through the portal, wraps her furry arms, and then pulls him back. The water kind of splashes over as she pulls Lucius's body onto the ship. But Kamara's experienced enough. She's just like, this isn't... something's wrong. His chest... This injury is really bad. As she calls out for everybody else. The rest of the crew will take their shots at the dragon turtle. And they hit, surprisingly. This is going to be 5d6 piercing damage as the whole crew unloads a volley. And I just rolled crazy well. 2 6s, 2 5s. 22. 26 points of damage. The arrows thud into the fleshy parts of the dragon turtle wherever they can, as the archers all, as these arrows fly down into the creature. But it is seemingly unaffected. It does not seem to care about these arrows struck into it. Sentry.
Okay. I guess I'm going to start making my way to the portal. So is it 30 feet?
Yes, it was about 30-40 feet away from you. I'll say 30 feet.
30-40. Okay, so I'm going to...
With a dash, you can make it.
Yeah, I'll swim.
It will get an attack of opportunity.
That's okay. That's kind of changed everything.
Well, you could
not
action
gonna get
disengage. You could action disengage and swim to the portal, but you won't have enough movement to go through the portal. But you'd be next to it.
Step through?
But I would.
You could. Can you see through the portal, Kimmy? You can't, can you? It's opaque, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't. It's misty. It's filled with mist.
Yeah. So no, you wouldn't be able to misty step because you can't see through it.
You can't see it.
But you could misty step to the portal and then swim through it. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that then, please. Yes.
Okay, so you misty step,
one of them
appear 30 feet behind where you were, and pull yourself through the portal, landing next to Lucius and everyone else. As you do so, that's the end of your turn.
Accidentally step on my chest as you come through, like a snail shell.
Quillick. Quillick ad Kalar.
So, sorry, what was the thing to potentially fix Lucius's busty chest?
So, well, there's two problems. One, he's still dying normally, like D&D. Yeah. He still has 0 hit points and he'll make death saving throws. But also, one of his lungs has been pierced and the fluid is basically in his system. Like, he's choking on his own blood and fluids. You will need to make a medicine check to try and patch him up, like surgery patch him up.
I will call Greylana over to do that. Do I want to bring him back from unconsciousness to this horror? Oh,
I mean, make it
I know. You tell me, Quill.
Throws.
Quill, your choice. It's your call.
I guess it's better than dying. I will heal him with a 2nd level cure wounds.
Okay.
So 2d8 plus 5, you get healed for 11.
This is no better than dying.
You can barely, Lucius. You can barely speak. Like you have no oxygen in your system. You are choking, like suffocating to death. I'm just trying to get the rules for suffocation up as well, so I can remind myself how it works. I never remember where it is. It's the only problem. I can never remember where certain things are. Suffocation. Wilderness hazards.
No breathing.
See suffocation rules. I would if I knew where they were.
Got a tooth in my chest, now my heart stopped beating.
All right, I'll look that up in a second. So you healed him for hit points. So yeah, you regain the hit points as normal, Lucius.
Is suffocating due to a tooth through his lung a spell effect? No?
It is not.
Oh my.
Okay.
It is
Counterspell.
not. I counterspell suffocation.
Tooth in the lung hurts like a tooth in the lung.
This is all so funny while he's just choking and bleeding on his own.
I'm still in the goddamn seat!
It's fine,
Yeah.
you're fine.
God's
Of all of us,
sake.
you're the
Well-
funniest fine of fine. Maybe.
That
Not
was
if it
Quillet's
takes
turn.
a swipe at me.
So this is why I needed to look it up, because it is Lucius's turn now. And I wanna... Where is it?
So you survive for a number of rounds equal to your constitution modifier.
What's your con modifier, Lucius?
It is 1.
Okay, so you have one round, you're like... where was that, by the
you
way?
go to 0.
Where did you find... Yep.
Oh, I just
Where
said
did you find that?
suffocating, and then D&D it was like the top link.
Oh, really?
But yeah, then at the start of your turn, at the start of next turn, you're at 0 HP again.
Oh,
Sweet
just pain
release.
than death, then pain than death. Just can't
Welcome
end
to my
the
life.
cycle.
Wait, is
Hey,
that
it's
another
me,
greater
Will.
injury as I go under? Or not?
Oh, well, no. Here's the thing. If you go to 0 again from the suffocation, you can't regain hit points or be stabilized until you can breathe again. Yeah.
I've put it in the Roll20 chat. I've taken it from the player's
Yeah.
handbook.
Yeah, I've just grabbed it as well. Thank you. Okay, so back on the deck of the ship, Lucius. Yeah, you are conscious, but you reach the whatever breath you still had left that you managed to suck in. It's already gone. And you can feel your vision turning black. You can see the cradle above you beginning to glow brighter. You can almost feel your kind of like your life fading, flashing before your very eyes.
You guys
Is there anything you want to say or do?
I can't say shit. I'm just, you can see the panic in my eyes.
It's just
and I'm trying to
panicking.
lock on to whoever's looking over at me.
It'll be me, Nova.
Yeah, I look at Nova, but my eyes are kind of looking past you, almost.
Ayla,
Through you.
you're the only one who would really have enough time to notice this. You see up above the water, you see the turret on the bottom of the Storm Chaser fire a jagged javelin into the side of the dragon turtle with a great thunk. And this time the dragon does kind of, as it rolls to the side, this giant jagged spear wedged underneath its shell, as Penny takes a shot from the ballista. Aerois lowers it, like Aerois calls out, actually, Nova, do I need to keep the ship going lower with that portal? Can I take the ship up? Get us away from that thing.
Yes! Yes, or at least until Ayla
Okay.
gets back up. Don't
You
go
see she
beyond
pulls-
500 feet!
All right, not beyond 500. She begins pulling the ship up, and you see its nose now turns as the ship begins pushing upwards up into the air, trying to desperately get away from this thing. Nova. Oh, Greylano, sorry, goes on that turn as well. Greylano rushes to Lucius and will basically examine with a quick glance. She just looks, it's just like, his lung. I need to, Quill, hold. She is grabbing things from like her pouches. You can see that she's gonna try and basically drain the fluid out of his body to give him like a way to breathe, at least temporarily. She has to make a medicine check. She does not have advantage on this. This is complex surgery. That is going to be... So you see that she's like struggling to make this function. She's just like, there's too much the blood, and she's just struggling to get this kind of system in place as she does so. The crew... No, sorry, Nova, now it's your turn.
Can I start making preparations to ritual cast heal greater injury? Like,
Yes, you can. Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah,
that
you can
would
start.
work.
It's
It
10
will take me
minutes.
10
Well, you
10
can just start
minutes.
casting the spell. Yeah, you can, I won't make you spend the material components. It's just you
No.
can start getting ready.
Arcane Gate is a concentration spell. I can't do it until Ayla's through.
You can't. There you go.
This is amazing.
Can I ready?
He loves it. He
ready
loves
my
it.
action. I want to
Yeah.
ready my action so that as soon as Ayla is through the gate, I start
Yeah.
ritual casting. I don't care anyone else is helping. I'm going to start casting it as fast as I can.
Yeah,
And the
it's
whole
10 minutes,
time,
but
I'm
yeah,
just
you can begin the
holding-
process.
I'm just holding Lucius's hand and just like, stay with me, Lucius. Stay with me, buddy. Like, just you're not going yet.
Can I say
Sentry.
slightly?
Go on.
Because I obviously
Yeah.
wasn't doing much apart from.
Yeah,
looking
sure.
around. Can I reach my hand out to Nova's staff that she's got stowed away?
Nova's
The
staff
spear.
or the spear?
The sphere.
Tiangong. The Tiangong charge, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can you're weakly trying to reach for it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and cast mending on that while I'm dying.
Oh, fuck off, you are! Cast it on your own fucking lung, you prick!
Just your fingers, Lucius. You just barely managed to get a finger on the staff, on the spear haft, and just with that last, just before your vision goes completely black, that last ounce, the colors of the sky, the blue sky above, seem to just get brighter and brighter, and you just fill that crack with a sky blue magic that fuses in place, leaving this very visible, different colored blue through the haft.
Can
Sentry.
Tiangong help in any way?
Sentry.
Responding to this?
Have we
Initiative.
skipped my turn? I haven't had a turn in a really long time. I was after Lucius,
what
and
happened?
I haven't gone.
Well, I don't know how I
I'm
didn't.
still in
Sorry,
the water, like.
I'm getting caught up in it. Yeah, no, sorry, Ayla. Yeah, it would be your go because you're actually before
So-
Nova, which makes
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can
It's
start
not
ritual
gonna-
casting. I'll start
You
ritual
can,
casting.
but it's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes. Yes,
I
but
don't
Ayla, what would you like to do?
10
Sorry,
minutes.
it's my go.
Can I disengage and swim? I've
Yes.
got 45 movement through this portal. Thank you.
Yes, you do.
I'm on the
Yeah.
ship.
So
Land
Ayla
on
bursts through. Yeah, the thing you are so adept at swimming through. The turtle tries to swipe it. Yeah, your disengage means you easily get past it and emerge onto the portal. The portal seals shut, and Nova, you begin the mental preparations. You pull out your Book of Shadows and you begin analyzing the heal greater injury ritual. Sentry. Now it's Sentry's turn.
Can I? Oh, since I wanted to do something else on my turn, if that's okay. Sorry.
Was action and then movement?
No, I just
what
wanted
else do you wanna
to
do?
say.
Yeah?
I wanted to ask Greylano or Nova, what can we do to help? Can we assist him to breathe? Can we help?
Yes, I need someone with hands. I need someone with hands. You need to hold this, and she's just
I'll
she's got
do what
part
she
of
tells
his
me.
organ, like his lung, and you need to put pressure onto it. That's what she couldn't ask you to do it. She needs someone with two hands, Quill.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you'll basically give Greylano advantage. You're taking the help action on your next turn. But you need to wait for the next turn. Go on.
Mark, I just want to check the wording of heal greater injury because it says casting
Yeah.
time is 1 action and 10 minutes.
Yes,
but then
but you
says
have it.
duration. Okay, no.
Yeah, so don't forget that for
Duration
you,
is-
you're not casting it normally. Your Book of Shadows, you can
Yeah,
only
of course.
cast it as a ritual spell. The duration, as long as the spell is active, the injury is being healed. So as once you can start casting it, Lucius won't have to make any more checks. As long as you don't get attacked and interrupted whilst you're casting it, and then it would revert back. But yeah. But for you, because it's a Book of Shadows thing, it's not an instant cast.
Yeah.
Like it would be for other characters. Right. Sentry, anything on your turn?
I guess you'd just be asking, like Quill, is there anything I can help you with? Are you okay? I don't know how I'd be of use.
Help Ayla and Greylano. I don't know what I can do.
Okay.
Quill.
So I'll try and help those.
So yeah, I mean, if
Do the
Ayla
same
is
thing.
pushing me back and Greylano is literally saying that I can't do anything to help, I will say, Esper, give me your wings. I need your knowledge. Give me a way to help Lucius. Bring him back to us, and I want to cast Divine Intervention.
Go for it, buddy. So what's
Now I
this? You
have
need
10 I have a 10% chance. I need to roll lower than a 10 on a D100. I guess 10 or lower.
10 or lower on a D100.
I mean, please, 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 please,
my
please,
God.
please, please, please.
It's a
This
gamble.
is a Rhiannon
but
roll
it's
if ever
worth
there
trying.
was one. Lowest possible.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? And D100. Oh, 24.
Oh!
As the prayer leaves you, and you're already racked with pain from your own face, Quill. The pain is almost put out of your mind as you focus and you feel this prayer, and you can feel Hesper wants to help. You can feel that there is this desire to send you the power to fix this. But his power is so weak, his power is so divided that it just isn't enough. He can't, as much as he wants to give you that power to do it, something else is preventing.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's worth a try. It's worth a try.
Lucius Virion Eloinasno, you pass out. You are dropped to 0 hit points as you no longer have any breath in your body. And the rest of you watch as his eyes roll back, and he is on the verge of dying. There is still a chance to save him, but the ship pulls up. You hear the sounds of the ballista being fired back down into the surface, but the airship continues to sound into the air. Ayla, you are going to use the help action, correct?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any way that we can, like, I don't know if we're assisting him to breathe. If we were giving him, like, mouth to mouth or something, would that keep him
You
going?
can try.
Or
Yeah, you
can I try that as well?
Sure. You're going to need to make, I don't know if Ayla knows how to do it at best. It's going to be a medicine check.
No, she doesn't know very well, but she could ask.
No, but you can
Greylano,
try.
hopefully.
Well, yeah, Greylana can kind of, like, instruct you, but it's still a medicine check.
Oh no, that's only a 9.
You're like putting, there's people are yelling. You can hear Aerois, Kamara, the Wolfpack, Faith is screaming somewhere in the background. Howard trying to push through, and everyone's trying to see what's going on. You kind of reach down. You kind of just try and breathe, air into Lucius's mouth. Doesn't match. You can feel his skin beginning to go a bit clammy and cold from the water, but just. Whatever you're doing, it's not right. Greylano is trying to instruct you, but she's also trying to do her own thing, as you all desperately try and surround Lucius. Nova.
I just gotta keep going. I gotta keep ritual casting. Is there anything I can do to speed it up? Can I pray to Tiangong and
Nope.
just?
This isn't as much will and effort as you want. You know that magic is a science. Like, if you don't complete these ritual formulas, if you don't draw the right runes, the spell won't work. You can't rush this. If you rush this, it would risk the whole spell. This is the time it takes to cast. Even Tiangong's giving you all the power that they can to cast the spell, but it's just going to take the time that it takes.
I'll just carry on casting, but I think in Nova's head, all sound would just be muffling, and there would be a high-pitched whine just rising in the back of her head as she's trying not to look at Lucius, and just like she's just trying to focus as hard as she can.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Greylana will make her medicine check. To try and at least give him some time. Okay. So, Greylano manages to... You don't know what she's doing, but she's like, I've managed to seal it, but I can give him some air, and she is like, Ayla, move, and then she's like presses her mouth against Lucius's and breathes in. Lucius, you have another round of breathing, but somebody needs to restore hit points to you. So she'll say, Quillic, if you can stabilize him, but then if he can't breathe, he's just going to keep doing this. So, Quillic, you need to keep healing him as much as you can. And I need to keep doing this. It's going to take us, if Nova, we need to keep him breathing for 10 minutes. We need to keep doing this. He may slip in and out of consciousness, but this is what we need to keep doing. So, Sentry and Quillic. You both Sentry first, I guess.
Minutes?
Yeah. Can I? So I guess I'll go kneel down to Lucius on the other side of Ayla and Greylano. I'll just use my lay on hands pull. I'll just try and channel as much energy as I can into him.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll give him the full. I'll give him 30. I'll give him the rest of
Lucius,
my lay
you
on
get
hand.
30 hit points. You feel a flicker of life. Your eyes open. A breath that's been forced into your lungs, but it's only enough for another round because of your con mod. You've got a round. You can just about barely speak. As you do so, Quillek, what about you on your turn?
Man, if there was ever an RP moment to create that spell I was talking about with you a long time ago, I think this is the moment. But I guess I will do just a level 1.
Wouldn't that have been a fun divine intervention I would have pulled off?
Tom,
What, it gave
Knowing
me
that gave you a new spell. You asked for the power to save him. I mean, hey, I'll tell you one thing you've got right there in that pocket. You've got a spell that puts someone in suspended animation.
Yeah. You've got...
Does that not separate people from... I thought it put them in like a cage or something, in like a separate...
Why don't you read it and find out?
What on God's green earth does Sequester even do? I can tell you
Oh
that
my
right
god,
now...
you didn't even...
It was from ages
We could have
ago.
sold it for 8,000.
All I knew that Sequester did is that it was worth 8,000 gold after a certain point.
Well, it sounds
Now,
like
though,
Quill is pulling out the scroll to try and realize what this spell does. So I'm going to move on.
It's just I've forgotten what it is. But a willing creature or an object can be hidden away, safe from detection for the duration. When the spell touches the target, it becomes invisible and can't be targeted by divination spells or perceived through scrying sentries. So it's kind of shit.
Is that all it says?
Yeah. I wouldn't
It's
be able to heal them.
It also says that they fall into a state of suspended animation, time ceases to flow, and it doesn't grow older. So I mean that's good. They're invisible and hidden away from all divination. Like that's bad.
Getting a back,
I mean,
yeah.
But
What are you doing, Quill?
can you...
What are you doing,
You
Quill?
need to just heal him very little and often, right?
I
Can
mean,
you end- Can you
Sentry
cast
just-
it for 10 minutes until the ritual is ready? And
No.
then
Once the spell
pop
is
him back
cast, it
in?
takes...
No.
No. Well, you could do, but like once you cast the spell, it's used. The spell is cast.
I suppose, yeah, that's one way of doing it. But I mean, for the time being, just in case, like Sentry just brought it back. I'm going to go with a held action, I suppose. The moment he falls again, I'll bring him back, and then I'll just keep burning spell slots turn by turn by turn to bring him back to this living hell that he is currently living in.
I mean,
Of
it doesn't
just
need
not
much.
breathing.
So if we just give him small jolts until Nova's good, then we should
Yeah.
be good. I've got.
So what this is going to come down to, we're going to drop out of initiative because it's going to basically all go in the same order. Lucius starts his turn, which means he doesn't make a death saving throw. The round ends and then he drops back to 0 because he runs out of air. Basically, at the start of his next turn, he'll go to 0 hit points because it's not like damage. It's
I don't
just
imagine
he immediately
he's
drops.
He's like gasping awake.
I'm
And he's
just-
like,
No,
Slipping
but
in and out, I
but
think.
it's like he's slipping in and out of consciousness. Greylano will have to make a medicine check every single round to prevent give him air back. Otherwise, this doesn't work. So it depends on Greylano. If Greylano fucks this up too many times, he's gonna die.
With the lay on hands from Rian, from Sentry, and the breath
The air.
from Greylana, I will say, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool. Not okay.
You hear. Well, I think from Lucius's perspective, you would see all of these, like in those brief moments of consciousness. It's, you are literally looking up at all of these friends' faces looking down at you, and you can hear people calling out like Lucius, Captain, blah, blah, blah. I think you would see those little flickers of like your mother and father amongst them as you slip in and out of consciousness. Greylana manages to keep you going for another round. Quillek, do you have another spell slot to use for healing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
This is 12 seconds have gone by. That's Greylano fails on that one, even with advantage. So this time, Lucius, you're going to need to make a death saving throw, and no amount of healing will help here.
Okay. Oh.
It's a failure. Greylano attempts the second one. She fails again. Can you make another death saving throw for me, please, Lucius?
Yes. 2.
That was so close.
What about the water breathing scroll you've got? Would that help? Because he's drowning, right?
It's not just drowning. He has no oxygen in his body. He's suffocating. It's not just water breathing.
Why are there so many rolls going on? What's happening?
Well, it's Greylano. Greylano's trying to do the
like
medicine. Greylano manages
We need
to
enough rounds to last
succeed.
10
Yeah.
minutes,
So Greylano
so that's,
I don't have it.
succeeds on the next check. Quill, do you have a spell slot to heal?
I'm sequestering him until the moment Nova can cast the spell. I have to. It's a spell that we were saving for Vala, right? For something like this, for something extremely important, and I can't think of anything more important right now than
Use it.
bringing back Lucius.
It's a scroll. It doesn't require the thing. Okay. So, Quill, you unfurl the scroll as Greylano is struggling. You can see, she's like, I'm losing. I don't know how long I can keep this up. I don't know if I can keep this going for as long as we need. You pull out the scroll.
I have to. Time will cease to flow for him. He will go invisible. I'll explain that to everyone.
There is a material component cost, but because it's a scroll, you don't have to pay it. The scroll covers the cost. When the scroll was created, it covered the cost because it is 5,000 gold of ruby, diamond, emerald, and sapphire dust. But the spell scroll covers it. You read the scroll, Quill, and you watch as Lucius's body just becomes still, and you see it slowly fade from sight, just becoming invisible to the world. You can, Quillic, specify a condition for the spell to end early.
I guess. I mean, that condition would be when Nova is ready to immediately cast Greater Restoration, right? Not Greater Restoration, Heal Greater Injury.
Heal Greater Injury, yeah.
So I don't know if I need a time or whatever, or just
no. So everybody kind of stands back in awe as, this kind of shimmery, pearlescent energy washes over Lucius. Quillic, when you finish the scroll, if I remember correctly, you found this scroll. Where did you find the scroll? Do you remember? I know Nova remembers.
Oh God, where did we find it?
Because if I remember, I believe you found this somewhere connected to Valkyrian, right? This was either from Aegis 5 or...
Was it Aegis 5? Yeah.
I think it was, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
So, when you finish reading the scroll, it begins to disintegrate, turning into tiny motes of purple energy. And as it does, you hear... it was in Volcanos. I'm being corrected. It was in Volcanos, which means that it is a Solvin creation. Lots and lots of people correcting it. In that case, Sentry. But for Sentry, it is just as important because you recognize the sigils as Quill is speaking, the sigils that appear around Lucius's body. Spectral... Was that... I can't read it, Kim.
Prime facility.
Prime facility.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was close.
23rd of February. Yeah.
Oh.
The sigils that appear around Lucius's body and the spectral flowers that are conjured, almost putting him on a bed of flowers, reminds you of Queen Astoria's magic. The same effects would happen whenever she would conjure spells. This scroll You think she penned it. You think this was her scroll, saved for something, for a reason. But yeah. Lucius's body goes still. The blood stops pumping. Greylana is just kind of holds her hands back, looks at Quill, and everybody waits in stunned silence. And after 10 minutes, Nova, you feel the power of Tiangong kind of form through your body, and you can feel a kind of different type of magic. Not magic to cause harm, but instead a magic to repair, to fix, to make whole again. And as you reach out, Quill, without even waiting, as Nova begins to reach her hands towards the invisible where Lucius's body was, his body reappears, the flowers begin to wilt and blow away as if on a gentle breeze. Lucius, you see his skin kind of, not his heart beats once, but then you can see the effects of the spell already now worn off. His body is deteriorating, dying, as Nova grabs him, touches him, and this blue magic washes through his body, surging through his veins, as you see the chest begin to fill back up, as if regenerating skin and bone. The hole in his lung knits back together until leaving a very heavy, dense scar all over Lucius's chest, around his rib cage. But he is made whole, and Lucius, you feel your eyes flutter open and air finally fill all of your lungs.
I think I just fall to the floor from that happening.
You're already on the floor, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd fall further into the floor. I think it'll take a moment for me to shake off what the hell is happening and has happened.
A big cheer erupts from the crew. Everyone just... Ah! Aerois is still flying the ship away as fast as she can. But yeah, Lucius is saved at the cost of a scroll that you kept. Good job you didn't sell it.
Thank God we kept it.
I mean, I was talking about selling it for the longest time.
Good thing I learned
I
heal
would have
greater
paid
injury.
more.
Jesus.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that
yeah.
too. That too.
Oh, Kim's setting me off.
Sorry, I just... yeah, sorry. It just kind of touched a bit of a nerve with me. So.
Yeah. With the crack through the spear, it still is there, by the way, the light blue kind of fill. Can't remember what the name of it is, the Japanese technique of like when they use gold to repair broken porcelain.
Oh, yeah.
It's that effect
Yeah.
on the spear. Yeah. But Lucius, yeah, you suck in a breath, fresh, open air. Reminds you of home. Air from above in the sky.
For a moment, I think I've moved on past into the cradle.
Yeah.
Because it's just an overwhelming feeling of suddenly everything's fine again. All good, but then I see that I'm still on the airship. I kind of wipe my eyes a little bit. What happened? Are you all safe?
Nova and Quill did an amazing job, and Greylano, and you're here. Jeez.
It was very, very close. But
Yeah.
you're back. You're on the airship. We're getting away. We're safe. You're safe.
I look at
That's
the
all that matters.
scar on the chest. How? How did you do this?
We used the sequester scroll, which you guys always told me it would serve a good purpose, and that was as good as any.
So
Our
hey,
captain
your life's
with us.
worth more than 8k. You're welcome.
That's a lot.
I think
right?
like a few people kind of glare in Ayla's direction of like, what?
She doesn't know what to say.
I know she doesn't. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the airship soars through the air, and yeah, you guys are in no danger. Like you have plenty of time to rest and get away.
I
I think yeah, go on.
Go on, Nova.
Nova would just be kneeling by Lucius with her hands kind of just bloodied, like blood all over her, you know, from kind of touching
Trying to...
the puncture wound to try and heal it, and she's just speechless and shaking, like just now that it's done and she doesn't have to focus and control, she's just racked with shakes, and just staring at Lucius, just not knowing what to say.
Well, you hear a voice kind of echo from the weapon at your side. You just hear a relax, safe, fixed.
Lucius will put his hand on Nova's to stop the shaking, and he'll say in a different tone, calmer tone, "It's okay. Thank you so much."
I think
I can't believe. Yeah.
It's right. Like when Lucius like wakes up, I think Sentry would like gently sort of place a hand on his shoulder, just like give him a gentle tap, and then sort of turn and watch as like the petals are like blowing off the ship. Like she just watched those just gently blowing away.
Yeah. They were petals as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess like the crew, they're like cheering, right? They're all just like
Yeah. Oh, the wolf pack
right
is just like, yeah, woo! Like everyone's cheering. Howard's just like, oh, thank goodness, I'm so glad the captain's all right. Oh, are you okay, Captain? Greylano's trying to be professional. She's like wiping her eyes, like obviously in tears, and kind of wiping her hands on a few cloths. And she's just like, now I know that we have used magic to fix the captain, but we should still give him a chance to rest and recover. I don't know how this ritual spell will have any wider effects. We should let him get his rest. Nobody crowd him. Faith kind of pushes through the crowd and wraps a little kind of wolfy face and kind of buries it into Lucius's shoulders.
Hello?
Oh, you're okay. And she's just kind of like crying. You can see Kamara's like stood a little bit behind everybody with her arms folded, and then she kind of turns away, and Quill, with your perception, you see her like wiping her eyes and sniffling, and you got her, but she's just like, well, of course, he better be all right. We need someone to pay us.
Yes, I'll get on that. Sorry, it's delayed. Can someone please...
I suppose I can give you a bit of time. I suppose I should let you rest.
Thank you. Can someone help Quill?
Yeah, and the rest
face.
of you haven't seen him. His face is very much badly burnt.
I mean, I feel like in watching Lucius, like for all that time, there was searing pain, but it was just like it was long lost. The physical pain of that was nothing compared to the emotional pain of losing his best friend.
Oh.
Well, yeah, and it's also adrenaline and everything else. Yeah, 100%. But
And
you do,
the
Quill,
ship
you are starting to
sails
feel
on.
it. The ship sails on.
Now I'm starting to feel it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greylano will look over and say, Quill, come with me. Both you and the captain should come down to the med bay. I can give you a little something for the pain to help, but I'm afraid that scarring, not even Miss Nova's magic will be able to repair it.
It hurts.
But I can give you something for the pain.
That would be appreciated. I'm very used to scars at this point.
Ayla, can you... if you can help Captain Lucius down into the medbay and Sentry, if you can bring Quillic. I don't think I have the strength to carry either of them.
Yeah, I'll
no
pick up Lucius and carry him down.
Yeah, just kind of scoop him
I'll
up.
help Quill.
Greylana will look over and like, Nova, if you want to come, you should come.
Yeah, she's just gonna nod her head and just.
Yeah.
I think at this point, Nova's just actually holding on to Lucius, just like she can't even let go. She only just registers
got,
like she's just holding his arm or like his hand and just can't let go.
Yeah, that's fine. I think Ayla would walk with you so you can keep doing that. But yeah, you guys make your way down. And I'm not going to make any checks, but yeah, Quill, you are kind of given a sedative and something for the pain. She bandages up the face as best as she can. But yeah, it's going to take a little while for the pain to go away.
Some sedatives. don't know. That was
Just
a
put some ice
turtle.
on it.
That was a really big. Fall asleep.
Lucius, considering that the heal greater injury ritual will basically repair the injury, things like low hit points, you are still on 1 hit point. You are still tired, you feel exhausted, but you are alive at least, and you can breathe. But Greylano will have you rest, and will keep a close eye on you. And I think that I believe all of you should take a very well-deserved long rest.
Oh,
Yes,
God
please.
damn.
I can't believe that I only just learnt heal greater injury.
I
what
know.
timing, and then 2 have to use it immediately. So I'm immediately out of all the materials that I need. I only bought enough materials for 1 cost, and I was like, "Hey, it'll be good for like the Storm Valley, like blah blah blah." And it's like, no, dragon turtle frogs, like
dude. That
rip.
just that 2 on the injury check, like that was I wasn't expecting. Like when you rolled that 2, I was like, oh, that's bad.
Ouch.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
if that scroll was from Aegis 5, what you're not going to tell us,
Yeah,
are you?
what would have happened?
Of course I'm not going to tell you. Of course I'm not going to tell you. Come on.
Okay, all right,
Purple
okay.
magic, innit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Stuff would have happened.
holy crap.
Kella
we're so
Starbait
close.
knows your location.
That was like
Probably.
5 different
Well, that'd be
people were just
something.
in multiple levels of trouble at different times. I don't think that ever stopped that episode.
But look, you guys got through it. You got through it okay. You know, even when things went bad with bad rolls and bad saves, you still did good.
We did it. We did it.
I would
We
have
did
died.
it. We did it.
By
We
the
did
way,
it.
I rolled my 3rd death save.
Yep.
Really?
Ugh.
You would have done. Shit.
Oh.
Did we buy stuff to cast Revivify? Did we do that?
I've got
You did.
Revivify.
I'm sure we did that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we
the
did.
material?
fine.
However, Revivify wouldn't have healed the injury. So Revivify
True, yeah.
will restore
Yeah.
somebody who has lost hit points. If you have an injury like that or other similar injuries like your arm's been cut off or anything like that, Revivify doesn't bring them back. So in that case, if Lucius had died, Revivify wouldn't have helped him. Neither would Raise Dead.
Oh,
Not until the
God.
actual injury can be healed. So like that's the kind of thing where like Revivify won't save you from that stuff.
Yeah, I've got the materials
Chris
for
Spectre.
a Raised Dead, but yeah, like, wouldn't have fixed.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's where like you would need to do like regenerate, then Raise Dead, or Raise Dead
Yeah.
immediately cast regenerate. You know, you would have cast Revivify, and Lucius would have been in the exact same situation he was in before, where he's just like can't breathe, choking down air.
Yeah. Oh, but we got the shard, right? We got the shard.
You did.
Yeah, I got the shard.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
I need to go in and make some adjustments. But I'm assuming over the long rest you will attune to it, Nova.
Yep.
2 things happen. 1, it will become a +2 weapon now. So he will gain an additional +1/+1. But also, Tiang's God Intelligence will be raised to 10, which means that
Oh my
Tiangong
gosh.
can now talk.
He's smarter than
normally.
Sentry.
What?
Is he?
My
Yep.
intelligence is
6 for
8.
10.
And
So
eight,
the last-
mine is 9.
So the last thing that
Hey!
happens is as you are resting in your cabin and you are focusing on the spear, it merges with the sword. But the blue line, the crack that was mended by Lucius, remains. Now through the blade itself, a kind of scar, if you will, of the Eterners. And when it is finished, you hear again a kind of chorus of voices, but it does blend together to form one audible voice. Hello, Nova. Thank you.
I think given
My-
everything Nova's been through today,
Yeah.
she's got no answers. She's just
No
gonna
answers. No, you
radiate
don't need to.
every emotion into Tiangong.
Sure. Tiangong knows this. It can feel this. They can feel this. You just hear them say, I am grateful for everything. My intellect is still limited. My memories mostly erased. But all you have done I know. Thank you. And that is where we will end today's episode of High Rollers.
All you have
couldn't
done, I know.
handle it
That's
anymore.
powerful shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
God dang.
Oh,
What an episode. Holy crap.
oh, that was exhausting as well.
Good job.
Yeah. And
Frogs, eh?
yeah, Kim, I hope it's all okay.
Frogs.
Obviously, we'll chat
Hey,
afterwards.
yeah,
But
I
yeah,
just,
didn't know it was going to happen. But
I
yeah,
just want to explain
okay.
really quickly. No, I just want people to know I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. It's just that I lost a friend recently, and it was cancer related. And I went to her funeral on Wednesday, and one of the last things that happened to her was she had fluid in her lungs, and so it just got a
I had
bit
no idea.
real for me for a
Yeah.
second there. No, of
sorry,
course you
mate.
wouldn't know. That's not your fault. That is not your fault.
Yeah.
It's just one of those really dorky things that, like, sometimes D&D, right? Like, it makes you
home.
feel the things that you've kind of been putting off for a long time, and I've kind of not been thinking about this for a long time. So this is good. This is healthy. This is fine. I'm okay. I just want to explain to everyone I'm okay. This is good. This is therapy. And I'm glad Lucius isn't dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And
for sure.
I would like to say as well, you know, that you guys don't need to apologize, and just that I want to say that these guys, High Rollers, they've had my back all week, and they've been fucking amazing, and especially doing all the Virus of Racism stuff this week. I just realized I've done like 5 End the Virus streams on it this week. So I just want to say a huge thank you, one, to you guys for supporting me both through the funeral and the loss of my friend, and through fighting racism and dealing with this.
Yeah, of
So
course.
sorry I just kind
We're
of
here
fell
for
apart
you,
a little
bud.
bit today.
You've done
It's been a
amazing.
very tiring
Always
week.
You've done amazingly.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So thank
yeah.
you, everybody, and thank you to all the love in chat as well. Sorry I fell apart a bit. It just got a bit
No,
like, yeah,
that's
it
fine.
just made me feel things.
It was one of those
Oh,
ones
man.
where, as soon as it was going, and I obviously could see what was happening, I was like, yeah, I get it. I hope that you know
Yeah.
that it wasn't obviously, it was nothing into it was just the way that,
100%.
yeah,
100%.
it's,
Like, you know,
sometimes
it's not
these
your fault.
things-
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I think this is just, you know, Dungeons and Dragons, right? You know, sometimes it does just hit you right where you need it, and like it helps you
Yeah.
process
Hell
things
yeah,
that
man.
have happened in real life. Like it helps you
And
process
it's-
things that are happening. So
Yeah, and it's a game where we can fix these things that we can't always fix in real life as well, where we can cast magic spells and make things okay. So
Yeah.
for sure.
would be nice, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
It would be nice. Sure would.
So, yeah.
Sure would.
I'm all
Right.
I'm fine. Please carry on.
Is
Good.
any more messages either for EVR or on our channels that we need to read out?
I will
So
have a quick-
unfortunately, I think we gave crowdfunder the hug of death because
Oh,
the
no.
website
Oh, no.
has gone down. So
That's good
yeah,
in one way.
the last thing I did see, there were a couple more donations come in. So thank you to Sylvester, to Jack. Sylvester donated twice as well, half hundo. Thank you to Dwayne, to Luby, to Anonymous, Varys, Alex, Anne in Wonderland, and again to Nightjar. That's as far back as I can see before the big crash.
Amazing.
We got a couple of messages. Anne in Wonderland says, "Hi Rollers sent me here. Nerds hate racism, so I have this little donation." Luby says, "I love this cause and I wish I could donate more. Keep fighting the good fight." And Sylvester says, "I'm sorry to all those who've experienced racism, and I'm sickened of the thought that there are those who think that there are people who believe themselves superior to everyone else. We are all equal." So thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you
Hell
very
yeah.
much.
Anything to read, Tommy?
Oh, yeah, I got a message here from Shire that says, "You are my fire, the one." It keeps going for a little bit, and then it goes, "I want it that way." Anyways, have a good day while I contemplate life choices when I'm studying for 5 midterms. Well, best of luck while studying for those, and thank you for the song as well.
Thank you.
And that is all the donations. But also, I wanted to say
Okay.
very quickly, I saw in the chat someone we met at TwitchCon. I saw Digby in the chat watching along as well, who seemed to be very
Oh,
much
nice.
enjoying
Oh,
enjoying the
Hey.
stream, and seems to be very into D&D as well. So hello and welcome.
Amazing.
Awesome.
hello.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. And yeah, thank you guys. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Don't forget, do check out our amazing sponsors, D&D Beyond, who have sponsored us so much. And also Steamforge Games, check out the new Epic Encounters boxes. You can find the links in chat. Seriously, the Epic Encounter
Very
stuff,
cool.
I actually like, I know I'm doing a sponsored thing. This is actually really good. The quality of the miniatures you get, the amount of miniatures you get, and then getting things like the battle map and the encounters, I just see as a nice bonus. I'd honestly spend this money just on the miniatures because they're that good. But yeah, check them out. Epic Encounters. You can get the links for those. And D&D Beyond, check out the dice. What was that link, Chris Trott?
dndbeyond.link/HR Arch.
There you go. HR Arch. Check out the digital dice.
I'll play those 2
yeah.
vids after the fan art video.
Sure.
Right after
That sounds
the end
nice.
of this.
Yeah, enjoy fan art
Perfect.
video.
Nice.
Yeah,
And enjoy the fan art video. And
wholesome fun time.
Tom, you might want to check the Discord staff room before we go.
You're right. I'm really
I was
sorry.
going to read that. We had some messages and stuff. I saw that as well. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so yep, multiple pings from Nightjar. Sorry. Where am I reading from? There's so many messages in here.
Well, I've got it here, Tom. So it's there was a donation on Yogs, which is from Ola Renve, but with no message, and then 2 from Crispo Meep. I don't think we have access to read those at the moment, Crispo, but thank you very much for the donations. And then we had gift subs from Nerpoo, Criminal Sapling, to me and Ravs, Talisman, and Cooper Orc, plus lots of lovely resubs, first-time subs. Well, thank you all very much,
everybody.
That's all on HR.
you.
Yeah, and I think next week, I'm assuming you guys would like to begin your journey towards the storm. Valley of the Storms.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, maybe if we
Wow.
could get more heal greater injury materials along the way,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
If you would like to try and stop off somewhere to buy those, I
Stop
think
and
that can be
shop,
arranged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going through this again.
Will we have Ravs next week? Probably not next week, but the week after, we'll probably try and get Ravs in as Johan to finish off this Valley of the Storm stuff, because I think that we're getting close in on that as well.
We're gonna
Alright.
light Ayla up.
No!
Yeah.
Right.
Get
That's
lit,
it, friends.
Light it up.
Get
Thank you
more
for joining us.
materials! I'm gonna
We're
need 'em.
very...
Thank you for donating. Thank you for
Thank you,
donating.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time. Bye.
See you next
Enjoy.
time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This isn't pre-recorded. No, not so I can add stupid effects like this. Why would I? Anyway, hey, did you know that you can roll dice directly onto your character sheet on D&D Beyond? Look at you. Look what you've done. That's not how it works. Idiot. God, I really messed that one up. Hey! Let's fix this. Come on. How do we do it again? Wait. The cog. That's right, the cog. Click the cog. Turn it on. Perfect. D&D Beyond has added a free digital dice rolling feature integrated into the character sheet. Click on any rollable stat and the dice will roll across the screen and even add up the stats for you. Yeah! You can now start your digital dice collection with the Archmage's Favor Dice, a unique digital set pulsing with animations and sounds that radiate with mystical energy. Every time you roll a natural 20, you unleash ancient arcane magic across your screen. What's not to love about magical dice? Get them today at dndbeyond.link/HR-Arch. Back to you.
Kobolds. These small cave-dwelling beings are common in dungeons across many worlds. Resourceful and cunning, blending in with their environment is a key strategy in their survival. The Firebrand tribe have nestled inside a volcano. Its network of caves and flowing lava pools have given these diminutive warriors a chance to make use of the natural terrain and creatures they coexist with. But unifying this tribe takes a strong will and a firm claw. Mother Krangor is an old kobold. Wise in magic and might, she has displayed her potential by growing a pair of draconic wings, believed to be a blessing from their goddess. Assembled together, the tribe alone would be a fearsome force to contend with, should they choose to raid or attack a nearby settlement. But the Firebrand tribe came to this volcano for a specific purpose. Deep within its caverns, one of the world's deadliest predators slumbers atop their amassed wealth. Their claws are capable of shredding armor and demolishing stone. Their wings are large and strong enough to lift their huge bodies into the air with flight. A red dragon. Powerful and cunning, they have an almost supernatural power over their lairs, causing magma and noxious gas to spew forth on their command. Even a young dragon can pose a great threat, but an ancient one of this size is capable of ending kingdoms. These foes can be found almost anywhere, at any time. These unforgettable enemies will haunt adventurers in dungeons across the world. These are epic encounters.